Huge good morning kisses to each and every one of you lovely jewellery makers. It's fantastic to have your company here this morning, where I am joined by the wonderfully talented Natalia, who has got...
I've got mini-me.
A mini-me in tow. We've got the gorgeous Estella who talks like that. Don't you, Mum? Just a little bit. Love that accent. I've been making her say things this morning. So we've got such an exciting show lined up today. We've got amazing things happening with your silver clay, still extending that wonderful offer. We have got... I've got to show you my presenter's pick. Oh! Have a look at this. Absolutely fantastic. It's your Trilliant Cut showcase box, including some of the most incredible gemstones. Unbelievable. You've even got tanzanite. You've got Hunan peridot. I cannot wait. And this is perfect if you want to set gemstones into silver clay, isn't it, Talia?
Yeah, what you would need to do is to refer to the guide that's on Facebook and on the blog as to which gemstones can be fired in situ in the clay, but you can set them after firing. And all of you clever people have been setting them in wire, haven't you?
Oh,
yes.
I've seen it.
I've seen you all doing that.
I think it's really important to offer you gemstones like this, especially if you are progressing in your jewellery making and you think to yourself, what would a jeweller do? A jeweller would use gemstones just like that. Now, I have also got for you, that's coming up at midday and it's very, very low stock. I've also got for you, I've got to show you. Last night we launched the first and only strand I've ever seen of Imperial Imperial Topaz. Now I've got for you another exclusive strand of Imperial Topaz, not to be missed, never been seen before, an absolute dream of a strand, very, very low in stock. You've got to have it in your collection. Imperial Topaz. I cannot wait for that strand. I've also got for you something else incredible. Today's show, by the way, you cannot miss. It's so exciting. Let me show you. I'm just going to grab my blackboard. The most beautiful strand. Have a look at what I've got for you. Pearl chalcedony. I've never seen this before. It's beautiful.
Wow, it's so sparkly.
Honestly, Natalia, this is the most it's like fresh, glistening snow.
Isn't it, though? Oh, wow.
Absolutely incredible. I've also got a strand of preonite that's brand new for you. You can see I'm wearing a wonderful silver clay ring that may stay permanently on my finger. We're going to give Natalia a wonderful challenge today. I'm going to kick off with some Imperial Jasper. I just love this colour. We've only got 100 of these in stock. Every time we bring you this colour, it just flies. Look at that deep, deep sea blue. I always think this looks like, and I said it before, Google Earth blue. You look at Google Earth, and that looks like what you got, doesn't it? Almost a lacing of golden colours. Can you see that? Isn't it fabulous? It's intense, it's deep. Now, what a perfect size that 8mm round is. That 8mm is definitely your trusted friend throughout your jewellery making, because 8mm will go in earrings, 8mm will go in clusters, 8mm will go in a ring, in a stretchy, in a necklace. There's such a lot that you can do with an 8mm bead. You can use it for your Shambhala style bracelets, you can use it for your wiggle weaves. It's the perfect starter size and shape. But look at this colour, because it's not just about the size and shape. We all know that the 8mm will be one of your best friends in terms of shapes and sizes in your jewellery making, but it's that colour. Statistically, 7 out of 10 people will tell you over the world that blue is their favourite colour. I adore this particular kind of blue. It will work so well with turquoises. It will work so well with other blues and golds. It works wonderfully with your PAL shells that I know you're all stocking up on right now. It's a really beautiful freshwater blue. And because you've got those patterns, I'm just moving my blackboard away. Because you've got all those patterns, each one is unique. This is the beauty of working with genuine gemstones. No two are ever identical. Similar, yes, never identical. So you can really pick out your favorites. You can really see how different each gemstone is. Already you're on the phones for this. It's absolutely luscious to have your company this morning. Get yourself dialing 0800 644 655 on the phone lines. You can also shop online. It's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Every single item that I give you will come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you know that you're always backed up when you're shopping with us here at Jewellery Maker. Natalia, when we've got such a wonderful blue, I think anybody can wear this colour, can't they?
They can, because it's a lovely warm blue, so you know, although blue's quite a cool colour, because you've got yellow tones in there, it go with a lot of skin tones. But it's such a lovely colour anyway, isn't it? You know, you often see that tealy kind of colour coming through every season.
I think it's just so natural looking, and it does look like deep sea blue.
Oh, it
like
does.
a satellite view of the earth. It's that kind of blue, isn't it?
And do you know anything that reminds you of lovely things like the sea? It's just going to be a pleasure to wear, isn't it? And to
Always. I think Imperial Jasper, I love fuchsia Imperial Jasper as well. I just love that it's so different, and it's got this almost artistic feel to it because of all those wonderful waves and lines. I think it's absolutely awesome. Now, this is your early bird. We're going to give you a very special price on this brand new strand, the item code that you need, NZGP27. There are lots of you on the phone line for £7.95. You've got a whole strand, 100 carats of genuine, beautiful Imperial Jasper. It's the same thing as Impression Jasper, just a different name. Well done. There are small queues on the phone lines this morning. Stay where you are. It is a free phone number, so don't you be worrying. And if you don't want to get caught in a queue, if you haven't got time for queues this morning, it's only a couple of minutes long, mind, then get yourself on the website. Make sure you're checking out baskets though, because if you don't check your basket out, it's just a wish list. I can't promise that you're going to get the strand. I can if you check your basket out though. Use your debit card or your credit card. This is your early bird. Now, please remember, this is a very limited edition strand. We only had 100 of these. Already half of the stock has now been allocated. Fingers crossed for you for that one. I just love it. Now, let me show you a strand of tourmaline that we've got coming up later on. Look at the colours. These have been readily colour graduated for you. I want you to take a moment to just look at this fabulous strand. I think the cut is so unique for tourmaline. The faceting, so beautiful. You can create something outstanding with this strand. Beautiful. Look at those colours. Coming up for you later on in today's show. Now it's time to challenge Natalia. We should all challenge Natalia from time to time. Where's your sidekick gone? She's gone.
Oh, she's gone in the gallery because she's gonna take it all in, see what's happening around the building, you know.
Learn a bit of how to produce, maybe do a bit of directing.
Yeah, I think because she does a lot of directing at home, so I thought she could do some here.
Yeah. Have a look at today's challenge. All about the blacks and the whites in today's challenge. I think they're seasonless, aren't they? You are always wearing and incorporating black and white into your costume on a daily basis. You've got snowflake obsidian here, black snowflake obsidian. Blacks and whites can be worn by anyone. Blacks and whites are timeless, they're ageless, and they are always in style. You have got 4 strands of snowflake obsidian, 2 of snowflake obsidian, sorry, and 2 of your black striped agate. The ovals are wavy and they're 18 by 13 millimeters. Your black striped agate plain rounds, which are are 12mm. The puffy coins in black agate are 12mm also. And your plain rounds of obsidian, 12mm again. So you've got lots of black and white here. I'm thinking a lot of stylish pieces of jewellery. I'm thinking jewellery that you can wear on a daily basis, you can wear out to work, you can wear to lunch. Blacks and whites are very easy to wear in that way, aren't they? Snowflake obsidian I love because you get the look, of course, of the snowflakes falling on a dark night. I think that it's mesmerising. Each piece is so unique and they really do look like little snowflakes, don't they? We are limited stock on this one. The item code that you need, HAG. C63, but that's not everything that you get. You also get, now I had these yesterday, I love them and I do think they're a bit of an essential actually. You get solid sterling silver spacer bars. Let me just lay them out on my blackboard for you. Your solid sterling silver spacer bars can be used in a number of different ways. Now, you know when you get a row of 3 gemstones in a necklace and they stay really uniform? We see it often in pearls actually. You use those spacer bars in between your gemstones, just 3 or 4. Just 3 or 4 of them, and it will keep that uniform shape. But I also like the idea of adding these into earrings, making something quite industrial perhaps, because they're all hallmarked, which if I give you another one, you'll see. Now, I'll just turn it over. So they're all hallmarked. You could use these dropping down from a necklace. You could use these in earrings. There's that steampunk fashion that's going on right now, I'm told by all the young ones. Now, you could incorporate them into that trend because you've got something quite industrial in this, but also something extremely practical when you're lining them up. Have you got any ideas, Natalia, my darling? Actually, I'm going to come over to you in a sec.
Yes. Do you know what? I've just been lining them out here on my beading board, and I was thinking, wouldn't they be great if you just put them in between the larger beads and then had another bead hanging down from the hole on the bottom?
Yes, yes, that's a brilliant idea.
I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see what happens.
Give it a go. Let's see what happens. I'll be over to you in a minute. Now, we are limited stock, so you have got all your silver. If you bought all of this individually, thank you, my darling, you'd be paying the best part of £40. The Drama Queen kit. I wonder who that's named after. Limited stock. It's not often I get called that. Limited stock every day, at least once. £21.95 should be almost £40 today for you at just £21.95. Don't forget you have got 25 individual pieces of solid sterling silver. You've got 4 wonderful strands of gemstones. Your snowflake obsidian wavy ovals are 18 by 13 millimeters. Your black stripe agate rounds, they're 12mm. Your silver whole spacer bars, you've got 25 of those, and they're solid sterling silver. Those are £7 on their own. You've got your black striped agate puffy coins at 12mm, and your snowflake obsidian rounds at 12mm also. Oh, Natalia, I'm going to make my way over to you. What an amazing strand of gorgeousness that you've got. Now, you've laid all of these out already. What are you thinking, my Tootsie?
I'm thinking I love the size of the snowflake obsidian because I'm a big fan of snowflake obsidian because it was the very first gemstone that I ever worked with, and you know, you never forget your first gemstone, do you?
You never do.
And then I love these. What I love most about all of these is the different textures, the shapes, and you know, even though they've kind of got that black and grey theme going on, they're all different.
Well, these are very shiny, aren't they, actually?
Gorgeous.
You look at these and you've just got an amazing gloss to the agate that you don't get with the obsidian, but what you get with the obsidian is depth and drama. Yeah. With the agate, you get those lovely stripes, and they could be, you know, almost animal print stripes, couldn't they?
Oh, they could, yes, and they have a glassy look about them.
That's what I mean, they're very glossy, yeah. £21.95 with that silver is a great price tag, isn't it?
It is. And you know, I'm just thinking about my stash, and you know, lots of things that I've got in there. And these are just great because they're just going to slide right in. They're just going to blend with everything that you have. So I would consider this quite a must-have.
I think these are a stash essential. As many blacks and whites, because they will go with everything essentially, won't they?
You know, I've got a lot of frosted quartz and white quartz.
Yeah.
And can you imagine that with them? Pearls
Absolutely.
with them. There's so many different possibilities for these, for marrying them up with what you have inside your stash.
I think you've got an excellent deal. Now remember, it's very, very limited. Now I'm going to let you get on with this because I've got that strand of tourmaline that I've got to get back to.
I know.
Because it's amazing.
You've got a date with some tourmaline.
I got myself a date with some tourmaline. So I'm going to go over and I'll see you in a sec. Thank you, my darling. Now, I just showed you the most outstanding strand of tourmaline, and it's time for you to own it in your stash. Believe me, if you love tourmaline, you need this. Now, it could be that you've gotten hold of some of our tourmaline rounds that we've had. Brilliant, they're gorgeous. Now, this strand is different to any other tourmaline that we've ever had. This strand is a strand of absolute excellence. All of our strands are fabulous. This strand is outstanding for its quality. From the Gems of Distinction collection, I bring you the finest strand of tourmaline that has been teardrop faceted. Look at that shape. I love that shape. Think about the clusters. Now you can see the quality of this is outstanding. Now what I love about this strand is the colour fusion has been done by hand for you. You've got the rich dark greens, you've got the greeny blue, almost Paraiba colours, you've got the rubelite reds, you've got the pinks, you've got those amazing almost apricots in here. This is you've got the black tourmaline in there as well. This strand is unlike any other strand we've had. Now, tourmaline is a gemstone that is used so often by those big, expensive designer jewelers. When you think about jewelers, when you think about engagement rings and things like that, what's the jeweler that comes straight into your mind? You think Tiffany & Co, you think Cartier, don't you? You think Boodles, you think Bulgari. You think of all those very expensive jewelers. And you know what? If they use tourmaline, there must be something incredible about it, don't you think? Tourmaline is a gemstone that covers the broadest range of the colour spectrum. You can get every single colour in this gemstone. It's just incredible. Paraiba tourmaline, which is a greeny blue version of this gemstone, is one of the rarest gemstones in the world. Its richness of colour makes it divinely beautiful, but it's so different. And you know what? The thing about tourmaline is you see it and it's instantly recognisable. You know straight away that this is tourmaline. Now in these teardrops, we've got something exclusive that you have never ever seen before. You've never seen tourmaline cut this way. From the Gems of Distinction collection, every single gemstone has been hand selected, expertly faceted, and colour blended for you. Put them in clusters, put them in earrings. I would use these sparingly because they are few and far between. We hardly ever get strands like this. Maybe one or two as a special pendant. This is October's birth gemstone. If you're making jewellery that you consider absolute luxury, then this is a strand for you. If you're making jewellery that you want to stand out from the crowd, then this is a strand for you. Look at that colour. It's always going to be a certain price tag, that jewellery that you create with this gemstone. Yes, we've had our tourmaline rounds, and yes, they're beautiful, and our tourmaline nuggets. These are different because they are the most exceptional shape and cut. And you can only select the finest tourmaline in order to cut in this manner. Now, if you want to create your high-end pieces, if you want to create a pair of earrings that are a certain price tag, if you're thinking to yourself now, right, my spring-summer collection, I'm going to do a few pieces that are always going to be sort of above the £50 mark. This is absolutely a strand that you have to get into your collection. The expert lapidary that has gone into this strand makes it different to any other strand that we've seen. From the Gems of Distinction collection, the faceting that you can see there, just one stone, years of training, an absolute expert eye, selecting, you can see this strand here, selecting by hand the finest gemstones to put into your strand. From the Gems of Distinction collection, I bring you an utterly divine strand of multicoloured tourmaline, 150 carats of faceted drops. We were supposed to launch this strand at £29.95 today, but we're not. we're going to give you an incredible deal. The item code that you need, DOG. K39, get yourself on those phone lines. Remember that 30-day money-back guarantee that is always with you. I'm encouraging you to multi-buy at the price tag that we're going to give you, not £29.95 today. Straight in at £17.95. I can never guarantee that price tag again. This is a limited strand. Not everybody's going to get to have it. If you are thinking that high-end collection, this is the strand for you, as is that incredible imperial topaz that I've got coming up for you later on, $17.95. Today's show is all about adding those touches of luxury, and my goodness gracious me, you are adding that luxury with this strand. Don't forget our imperial topaz and add that to your basket as well. You'll only pay 1 P&P. It's coming up for you later on. If you open your basket with this, you're going to definitely want to put the imperial topaz in there too. $17.95. We never charge you any more than that 1 P&P price tag. 0800 644 655 if you're shopping with us on the phone lines. If you want to come through on the website and beat the queues, it's jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget to give us a tweet this morning. Follow us on Twitter, jewellery_maker. Give us a tweet. You can also send us a text, 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. Get interactive with us on Facebook. Click and like our Facebook page, and you can give us a little chittle-chattle on there too. We'd love to hear from you. If you've got any questions for Natalia, best way to do it this morning is, don't forget we've got the silver metal clay coming up, is to drop us a text, 60777. You must put JM Studio at the front of your message, and then your message afterwards, and then we can read it out live on air. We've got a fabulous deal coming up for you with the silver and the metal clay, so don't miss out. Today's show, believe me, you are going to absolutely love. So stay tuned. Don't forget, coming up for you, I have got the most incredible strands. Imperial topaz. We have never ever seen. We saw for the first time last night. We've only got a few strands. Last night, I bought you the faceted rondelles. Today, it's all about the teardrops. They are just divine. This is extremely limited edition. We snuck it onto the night show last night by brute force. Literally had to bribe Ed in many different ways. Now have a look at what else I've got for you. Your pearl chalcedony. This is another exclusive strand. We've never seen this gemstone here before. How well does it go with the new strand of preonite that I've got coming up for you? Just heavenly, aren't they? Absolutely heaven. And don't forget my presenter's pick, because you're so gonna... Kim, it's like we're bathing in luxury today. I can't take this luxury. It's like we're being massaged and everything. Have a look. It's like a day at the Jewellery Maker spa. We have got... That's what it's like. We should be doing this show in dressing gowns and slippers. Have a look. It's coming up for you. It's coming up for you. After midday, you need this in your life if you love gemstones. Now, you know what? We've had so many brand new buyers with us lately. I want to let you know, because it might be that you're tuning in for the first time, thinking, I like that, I'm going to grab it. And you don't realise what comes free with your very first order. We don't just leave you there with strands and kits to your own devices. No, no, no. It's the start of a very fantastic journey with us here at Jewellery Maker. You will get a step-by-step DVD. When you put this on, you've got over an hour of uninterrupted tutorial of all the beading basics. You know, it's not just how to strand gemstones, it's also teaching you about the terminology. We've got an example of it here, talking about, you know, open and closed jump rings. You might be thinking to yourself, I don't even know what a jump ring is. I don't know what a jig is. I don't know what a bead reamer is. But you're not alone. I didn't when I first started. I had no clue. Flat nose pliers, round nose pliers. Can you remember when I had no clue? I still have my where I have no clue about things, of course. My minutes, my hours, on the hour actually, there's things that I'm clueless about. Now, you will also get your step-by-step book to refer to. Why have we not got the JM Hub magazine down here? What's in this month? I'm going to start doing horoscopes in there, I've decided. Now you've got your Get Started book. You've also got all the information on our tutorials and workshops. Now we've actually got a workshop going on today. It's great if you come shopping with us, if you come on one of our workshops and tutorials. Today, Gemma Crow's got a vintage workshop going on, and you come in, you get all of the gemstones that you need and the wire that you need to create certain items. We feed you. They've just gone on the tour now. They're going into the Gemstone Museum right now, and we just love having you come in, give you a little chat, bit of gossip you might get as well. And Natalia's got workshops also. All of our wonderful guest designers give you certain workshops. Here's some information on that. So your silver clay workshop, with silver clay rings workshop, your metal clay workshop, and your design masterclass workshop, all with our fabulous guest designer Natalia. For more information on that, give us a call at 0800 644 655. You will get uninterrupted Natalia time, and we feed you. Now make sure you stay tuned, because we've got an amazing deal on your silver clay coming up for you, and they're still at the slash prices. We promised you only until the end of January. We've extended it, but it's only for Hannah Oxbury came up to me today and said this is a massive deal. We've extended it, but not for much longer. You need to make sure everybody knows this is a huge deal. They could easily sell out today. It could be your last chance to grab them, and we've got expert Natalia. So if you've got any questions, please don't forget to tweet us, to Facebook us, or to give us a text in. Now, we are going to launch a brand new kit. I love these colours. Have a look at what you've got. Very limited stock. How come we've only got limited? Oh, he's got the wrong. Tom, you give me the wrong kit. This one's later. She did say tiger's eye, I heard her, but both kits have got tiger's eye. This one's coming up, let's have a look. And about halfway, I love this colour. Do you think it goes with blue? That's my new favourite at the moment. Right, don't worry, Tom. I'm gonna give you this one. Let me give you that, my babber. He's just a man. That was a joke. That was a joke. Or was it just a little joke? Just a little joke there. Just a little joke. I'll get back behind the kitchen where I belong. As if. Have a look at what I've got for you now. Now this kit I love because of those big, gorgeous tiger's eye. I'm going to show you these individually. Oh, I love that. I've got the earrings. Yeah, I'm not drawing attention to that, Natalia. I wanted them to go unnoticed, otherwise I'm going to have to take them out after the show.
Oh, I see.
You've got the earrings in. No, I haven't. Yeah, I have. Of course I have. I love that quartz. Fantastic. Have a look at the tigers. Get away from me, ears. They're not there. I've not stolen anything. It's not stealing anyway. It's advertising. Okay? Let's get that clear right now. Have a look at this strand. Fuchsias, honeys, blues, greens. I love multicoloured tiger's eye and the chatoyancy. They are electric. They are electric colours. I just think they're fabulous. Look at that chatoyancy. Isn't it such a magical gemstone? You know, I say this often about gemstones that have got something different about them. When you look at a gemstone and it does something you're not expecting. Last night we had the craziest strand I've ever seen of, what was it? It was golden obsidian, but it did something crazy. It had like a holographic, and Cherry and I thought we were going mad. This is one of those, seriously, it was insane. You know, if you see it, you couldn't see it on screen either. And when I moved it, it was like a little, you know, like when you do that flicky thing with pictures and they move, where you do you know what I mean? What's it called? Yeah, like a hologram kind of thing. You know, when you draw a picture and you do it in a book and then you flick a flip book, yeah, that's what it was reminding me of. It was incredible. Anyway, back to the tiger's eye, because tiger's eye does that same sort of thing, doesn't it? It does something you're not expecting. And if people don't know about tiger's eye, although I will say this about tiger's eye, against all the other gemstones with optical properties like labradorite, larvacite, I think tiger's eye is probably one that people recognise the most. In the 70s and 80s, tiger's eye was very, very popular with the chaps. The chaps. I like the word chaps. You know, a lot events wearing them. These are huge rounds. Now you could pick out the colours that could go in gents' cufflinks. I love the green's my favourite. The pink's your favourite, Kim, isn't it? Kim likes the blue as well. You like the turquoisey ones, Claire. I think these are just so powerful. That green to me is just a wonderful strike of electric green. I think it's just so unique. Now you also get, and you are going to love this, a graduated faceted rounds. I love these. Isn't this colour amazing? It's like steel of grey quartzite. Now, I have borrowed the earrings, although I can't really borrow earrings because nobody else can wear them now. You also get, I love that. I'll just take that strand away. So, I mean, look at that. It's a bluey, silvery grey, isn't it? Wonderful. Like a thundercloud. Then you get the soft, gorgeous greys of the cloudy quartz. Now that looks stunning with pink. Cloudy quartz is so popular at the moment. I think you all know that. I mean, if I put it with rose quartz, this doesn't come with the kit. But just look at that. I mean, that's stunning, isn't it? You're going to love Natalia's jewellery. You really are. I'm not going to lie to you. I had a problem with which one I was going to steal this morning. I could not decide. Your picture jasper plain rounds are always there as perfect spacers, brilliant clusters. They're 4 mil, so they're so good, are so versatile, and such a must-have for your collections. Now, you also get 100 findings with this kit. Rich, gorgeous 9-carat gold. It had to be gold, didn't it? Overlaying e-coated copper. You've got your eye pins, you've got your head pins, your split jump rings, your open jump rings. You've also got your chandelier findings, 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks. You've got your crimp bead covers, your crimp beads, of course. You've got your balls, and you've got your 2 toggle clasps, 1 in a heart and 1 in a round. And you've got your bolt ring clasps and jump rings. Ever such a lot of findings, well, 100 to be precise. NCG C58, you are going to just fall in love with Natalia's jewellery that she's made. You get so much in this kit. You get so many incredible strands. That's what it's all about, the strands in this kit. Just beautiful. I will give you a sneaky peek of the earrings that I've stolen. I love them. Aren't they fab? With that gold. It had to be gold, didn't it? Love them. Limited stock though. All of our kits are really limited stock lately. Actually, I'm gonna be quite frank with you. If you bought these individually, it'd be a really, really low price tag. £37, which, when you look at what you're getting, I mean, against where else would you go shopping for all of these? You got big rounds of tiger's eye in here. 37 quid we can live with, can't we? You've got must-have gemstones here. Limited stock, and get yourself on the phones. You're not going to pay £37 today. If you're brand new to Jewellery Maker, you will get everything you need. The findings, the monofilament, the beading thread with the kits as a great first purchase. All you need to do is add a toolkit to your order. They range from £9.95 and up. We'll talk about those a little bit later. Are you ready for a fantastic price tag? Not £37 today. We're going to go low. £21.95. Don't forget the DVD and the book that you get with your very first order. Don't forget you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you get this all home, put the DVD in and you think, this isn't for me, send it back. Code there for your toolkit, £9.95. That's for all your tools. Now, you go into that craft store, £8 was the cheapest I could find one tool for. Look at everything you get. With the smaller kit to your right is absolutely fine for starting out. That's what I started out with. You get this kit and the small toolkit. You've got a new hobby, or in fact, the start of a new business for £30. A great gift for anybody that's crafty or anybody that you think could do with a new hobby. £21.95. Let's get over and see this gorgeous lady's jewellery. I can't wait any longer. Over to Natalia to have a look at some examples of incredible pieces that she's created with this kit. Now, Natalia, you get this kit home. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, so colourful, but then you've got the gold, and it just all works beautifully together. And it's one of those kits that I always say that kits could fall into different categories. You've got kits that have these multiple strands, and you know, you'll use one strand for this and one strand for that. But this is one of those kits where everything just marries together perfectly.
I agree.
It's like everything is so harmonious, and I really love that. And I love to show jewellery, you know, putting all of the different individual components together.
What about those thundery colours from that quartzite?
I know, it is like thunder, isn't it? It's like Arizona and the mountains, and you know, one of those electrical storms.
Yes, that's exactly
the red
what it's like.
rocks and all of that.
Look at this! Fantastic! I love that, just really thinking outside of the box with your beading wire. Really quirky, I love that, so different and very designery. Real edgy piece there. The cluster that you've I love headpin clusters, you know
Yes,
I do.
yeah, I
I'm a
do
big fan
too.
of making headpin clusters. And what I like about this cluster is the different sizes, which I think works so well. Look at the quality of that tiger's eye. Just incredible. The chatoyancy in there is ridiculous. Love the ring. Again, using different sizes for a cluster.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love that. That is so cute, isn't it? I love the balls on the, and Debbie Belford was saying to me the other day, you never used to be able to get those, and she used to actually buy the balls to put on over the top.
Yeah.
Flat head pins, isn't it funny?
I used to make my own, you know, just with a sterling silver wire and a gas torch.
Did you?
And it
Only
just
you would
folds
do
up.
that, Natalia. If I can't get it, I'll get the torch out and make
I'll
my
make
own.
my own, I'll melt my own.
Have a look at the ladder weave.
That goes so well with those particular shapes though, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
You know, I love to get different shapes of gemstones because it just makes your jewellery more interesting.
I think that's quite a summery looking bracelet, even though you've got the greys and the dark blues.
Well, it is, and you know, spring has sprung, hasn't it? I was out in my garden, looking up in there, I was shocked.
I love it. I just love it. There's nothing like a nice sunny day, is there, to
Yeah.
blow the cobwebs. I love what you've done with the toggle clasp here. I do love a tassel.
Just keep it really simple. I mean, tassels are everywhere, aren't they? And there's
Yeah.
a lot of chain, you know, I've seen those of earrings, those of necklaces with the chain, the fringing effects, and I just kept it quite simple with that one.
I think that's fabulous. Sometimes the simple designs are actually the most effective, aren't
And they
they?
use less of your gemstones as well.
They
so
do.
it's- you can make twice as many.
What are you going to show us how to do?
I'm going to show you the necklace with a bit of three-dimensional wire thing going on, inspired by lovely Linda and Gemma Crow, who do stuff like this. I don't tend to do things with the wires.
Oh, I think
thought
it's
I'd just
amazing,
finish
isn't
this
it?
off. Yeah.
But this is why we have all you wonderful designers in to give us inspiration. Gemma Crow is in the building today doing a vintage workshop. She is incredible.
I wish I was on that workshop. I saw the finished
Me too.
pieces they're
Should we go in
making.
there at
Yeah, we
lunchtime?
could. We could just sneak in. Do you think
Yeah.
they'd notice?
She won't notice because we're such quiet people.
Put sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's how I started. So I've got three lengths of beading thread, and it's about 22 inches, something like that. Because if you want an 18-inch necklace, then you know, go a few inches longer. And then what I did was I just threaded on 2 of the tiger's eye rounds, and I've put all of the beading thread through these 2. So all of the threads going through there, and then they're going to sit in the middle like that. And then you can start on the left or the right, it doesn't matter. I'll start left because I'm left-handed. And then just take your first thread, so you're only taking 1 thread, and you're just putting 3 of the small rounds onto there. And then you're going to repeat that on the other 2 threads.
Aha.
So I'll just do 1 for you and then show you what it starts to look like.
I'm just going to pop this here.
Okay.
See what we're doing.
And then the holes on these little ones, they're what makes it challenging.
If you've got your handy Andy though, you can do that easy peasy.
You can, you know what, and then they go everywhere. So I like to make my life difficult. So anyway,
Why
I'm going
not?
to show you one that I've started to thread on.
Preparing. That's
So
cheating.
Move that out of the way just a little bit. So you can see what happens there is it starts to form a really nice little cluster.
Because you've got those 3 strands and you're running all 3 through the tiger's eye, splitting them and
Yes.
putting the jasper on
just the jasper on the individual strands. There's 3 of those.
I love the shape and the size of the jasper rounds.
And then I've colour matched, obviously, to have it nice and symmetrical. But if you want to have it a bit funky and a bit out there, just, you know, whatever, hand on the beading board, pick out whatever you want.
See what comes.
So you just continue with that, and as you can see from my finished design, if I show you here, what I've done is I've just added some of those at the end, the rice beads at the end there, just to
finish off the design.
Yeah,
and actually it makes it lie nicely, doesn't it?
It does. It just sits better on the neckline.
Yeah.
And then what I teach the jewellery design masterclass, and one of the big things about jewellery design is what makes a design attractive is having a focal point. So the eye likes to do a complete circuit of a necklace, and then it likes to come to rest on something as a focal point. So that's why I always like to have something that your eye can go, oh, and then there's this interesting thing here. So this is our little flourish at the centre of the necklace. Okay. So what I've got is I've got of beading thread, and they're about 6 inches long. Okay. So I'm going to start by just wrapping that around there. So in between, this is the very centre of the necklace. Okay,
so in between those 2 pinkies.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, now you're putting a rice bead on.
And then I'm going to put a rice bead on. So it doesn't have to be absolutely end to end. So you can see that I've got one end shorter than the other, but that is part of the design. So
make it quirky because you're going to curl it afterwards.
I'm going to curl it afterwards, and you can have these a bit longer if you want to. Cut it a little bit short. So threading the rice bead on and then just pushing it up so that you've got a bit of a loop, so it's hanging down there, and then putting a crimp on the end of those 2 pieces of thread, and just taking the crimp all the way to the base of the rice bead, and then get my flat nose pliers, where are they? And then just crimp that, squidge it together, nice and soft and easy to put on. And then I always like to add a crimp cover because it just looks so lovely. These look like little beads, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They're lovely, those crimp covers. And everything Natalia is using, incidentally, you get with your kit for that £21.95.
Yeah, all the thread, the crimps, the crimp covers, everything is in there. And then just pop that on there. And then you would do the same thing with another 2 rice beads either side of the central one. Okay. And then to get your curl, what you do is you just take your round nose pliers.
I thought you'd have to do it with scissors.
No, I just do it with the round nose pliers.
Oh my gosh! Oh. Because with when you're doing a parcel, when you're doing a present, you do it with scissors, don't you, or a knife?
Yeah.
You can do it with that.
Just me with a knife. You curl your parcel tape with a knife.
Yeah, I'm allowed at home. I'm allowed to use knives.
Don't let Jenny near
They don't let me near the sharp objects or anything. It's because I'm the most accident-prone person in the world.
So that is it, and then you have your little threads there.
How fantastic is that?
So if you want them really fancy and really, you know, out there,
elaborate, you can really go for it.
And of course you get so many metres of, is it 40 metres of the thread?
Oh, it goes on and on, the thread. You've probably got loads of it in your stash if you've bought lots of kits from us. And we are now moving to, I think our designs are changing, you know, because when I started here, we did things a certain way, and it's lovely to see techniques evolving and other techniques being brought jewellery making, such as crochet, which you can do with this, beading thread, plaiting, you know, like the curling. There's lots of different ways you can use beading thread to actually make your designs stand out from the crowds. And before, when I first started jewellery making, it was all, a big thing was about, let's hide the beading thread, and let's not hide the beading thread, let's get the beading thread in different colours, let's make it, let's do our kumahimo with it, let's do, you know, loads of different...
macrame with it.
Yeah, I mean, we can do our Shambhala bracelets with it. It's just an material to work with. Now let me give you a quick kit rundown. We are limited stock now, just to give you an update. £21.95 for the true colour jewellery kit with the tiger's eye. You've got the plain rounds at 12mm. You've got also the grey quartz, like graduated faceted rounds, those are between 6 and 14mm. They're gorgeous, they are. The cloudy quartz rice beads are 16x8. The grey picture jasper rounds are really cute and they're 4mm. They make great clusters. Of course, you get all the usuals, your 50 metres of beading thread, your elastic and your monofilament. Now, Natalia, I've got the most incredible addition to the kit, and I know this is one of your favourites.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Look at that, look at that labradorite. Now,
I know.
We used to get quite dark labradorite.
Yes, we did.
I favour this. I love both.
Yeah.
I favour the more dove grey, if you like, because I think
it's fresher, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I think it looks great with your rose quartz because and it's very fashionable at the moment. Have a look at what I've got for you. The Labradorescence is just excellent, and I think with the lighter grey, you're almost not expecting as much Labradorescence, but believe me, it's incredible. I mean, Natalia and I can see it straight away.
And it's golden, isn't it? You know, you get these flashes. And that's what's so lovely, especially with drops like that. If you had them in earrings, can you imagine them dangling and then like just catching the light? How incredibly beautiful.
It's like a sun ray, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
These are more golden, actually. You've got a lot of gold on that strand, and you've also got the plain rounds. Now, the plain rounds show off a lot of blues.
And the green as well.
The green's fab. It's hard to show you. Let me just, I'll move it around for you. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you've got your there you go. It's really, let me catch the light. If I can catch the light in the studio, that you can see it winking at you, that blue.
Yeah, you can there, look.
Every piece will do that. But it's, if I move, see now I've moved it, it's so funny, Labradorite, in that way. There you go. How fabulous. Every single one.
Isn't it? It's just so like magic.
I think it is, and I was saying this, I've sort of, the other day I was thinking to myself, I thought, hang on a minute, yes, if you didn't know the value of diamonds and rubies and stuff, clue which was more expensive, and you were introduced to gemstones for the very first time, you just did not have a clue. Somebody said which is the most expensive, and you looked at a gemstone that performs in this way, I think, and which is the most precious, which is the most special, I think you'd go for something like Labradorite or Moonstone 9 times out of 10, because it's just, I mean, I love diamonds, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore them, but do they perform in the way Labradorite does? No. And it's just that we perceive a diamond to be so valuable, maybe, then that's why we desire them so much. But actually, when you look at a gemstone like this, and if you don't care about money's worth and things like that, actually these gemstones do have this almost magic property to them. They do something that no other gemstone does. You look into these gemstones and you see a magic, you see a Labradorescence, you see a lightning bolt, and I think there is no other gemstone in the world that quite does that.
And what I love about it is that each and every strand will be completely unique, so you and your friend could order one and you both get completely different looks.
Absolutely. Labradorite people go ooh as well. Do you notice that when you wear it, people go, oh, I love that. It's one of it's one of those gemstones people do pay attention to. It does something that they're not expecting. We're giving you the Fairy Tale collection with 180 carats of Labradorite just in the drops. The rounds on their own would cost you £20 if you bought them individually. They're £9.95 each. Every single one is exceptional quality. The drops are 18 by 13 mil, the bigger rounds are 10 mil, and the small 4 mil rounds. I've never seen 4 mil rounds of Labradorite before.
Aren't they fantastic? And can you imagine them with something, you know, say a pearl or something like that, something that's less, you know, got less optical properties, so that they really stand out?
I just think that would be incredible. I love Labradorite. I think it's so stunning. And Labradorite, I think now people are recognising a bit more. A lot of the big designers are using it.
Yes.
And it is one of the most powerful gemstones, I think, out there. Now, there are 2 ways in which you can come and grab this. And again, it's limited stock. I don't know why. We're very limited stock on lots of things at the moment. 0800, something to do with the Chinese New Year. 6444, 655. Get involved online. Of course, it's jewellerymaker.com. You should be paying almost £30 for this bundle. These 2 strands alone, if you're buying them individually, are £9.95 each, so the best part of £20.
Wow.
But we're going to give you a deal that you've never seen before. JKG C55 put together today exclusively for you. A 3-strand pack for £16.95. You're getting this way cheaper than if you were to just buy the 2 strands on their own. Unbelievable. Voted your favourite gemstone in 2012 and going into your collection, very limited stock at a tiny price tag of £16 and 5 pence. This is a gemstone you are going to get hooked on if you've never used it before. Well done to everybody. Gemma Crow, I know, is a big fan of this gemstone. She's in the building right now causing lots of trouble. £16.95. is your price tag. Make sure you're checking out baskets now. I'm so excited to go and see your designs in the Wall of Fame. We just love receiving your Wall of Fames. They're super inspiring for us, and for us to give you the gemstones and then see exactly what you're doing with them is just absolutely incredible. So thank you so much. What have you got, my darling?
I've got something super duper here. This is 835. Look at this for inspiration. Somebody's been very busy, and this is Wendy in Staffs, and she says, "Hi, all lovely JM team." That'll be us.
Wow. Yeah, that'll be us.
This is my Wall of Fame entry, and I wonder if you can guess what my new passion is.
Oh my goodness.
I have to thank the wonderful Debbie Balfour for making such a skillful DVD on chainmail. She's rather fabulous, isn't
Our
she?
DVDs, by the way, are incredible. Just $4.95. They will teach you a brand new skill. And Debbie was saying, if you use solid sterling silver with these, you can fetch up to £180 for a bracelet and then some. It's a great way of making a profit.
And Wendy says that she did these after watching the DVD only once.
Come
so
on.
I need this DVD.
Oh,
because
it's
I tell you what,
amazing.
I want to get into this. I love it. So she says, I got it and now I can't stop. I've added pink banded agate, onyx, black quartzite shell pearl to all my designs from JM. I just hope I can sell them now on my new website. So keep on making
Come
jewellery.
on, Wendy, you can
Thank
do
you,
it.
Wendy, for inspiring us with that. And thanks for your honesty as well about, wow, you know, just
Fantastic.
one watch and then there you are.
I can't believe that. It's amazing. She
is
must have just gone on a complete mission.
She must have stayed up all
It
night.
takes a long. It does take a long time.
It
It's not
does,
something that
yeah.
happens overnight.
Yeah.
Wendy, it's brilliant. Look at these gorgeous colours. What is this? That's fantastic.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Let's find out. Number 838. Loving your Kath Kidson bed linen there. I've got that. 838 is from.
So your bed.
Yeah, it's my bed. What are you doing in my bedroom? It's from Jill. And Jill says in Stamford, actually that's not far from us, is it? Hi everyone, here's my latest entry for the Wall of Fame. I made the bracelet with smoky quartz, double drilled frosted squares, and amazonite and aragonite beads, all from JM. The other piece is an idea I've wired together for a pendant, but I've got to puzzle over it for a while as I'm not sure how to construct it neatly. Love watching the shows and picking up lots of ideas from the guest designers. Best wishes from Jill. Jill, it's gorgeous. So she's not sure how to perhaps add a bail onto it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
A wire work necklace around that would be nice, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
that would be really good. And I think it's a good idea to ponder. It's a good idea to just let things rest and then suddenly the idea will come to you.
Rather than doing it in haste.
Yeah. Okay, this is
Wowzers.
837.
Oh, the clusters.
Lots
Yummy.
of wire there. I'm going to have to turn it that way. So this is, she says, morning ladies. This is Lynn from Hampshire. And she says, please find attached my entry for the Wall of Fame. The necklace is from citrine nuggets. Oh, I've got some citrine coming up. And a quartz faceted puffy round with gold-plated copper findings. Earrings are macrame gold-plated wire and citrine nugget. Have only been making jewellery since November. What? And I'm totally hooked and I've just booked my first course.
Yay!
So excited.
Wonder which one.
Thank you for all your hard work sourcing such fantastic gems for us. You're very welcome, Lynn, and thank you for sending that in to us. Isn't that amazing?
It's fantastic. I love it. I've just got to let you know. Say that again, Kim, sorry. We've only got 20 left of the labradorite, so you need to be quick if you want them. And if you've got it in a basket, please check it out, because people have got them in their baskets right now. And if the telephone callers grab it before you, you'll be... You won't forget it all day long. Now, look, more wonderful chainmail. This is incredible.
Yeah.
Love this ladder weave with pearls.
That's amazing,
That's
isn't it?
look at the swirl. I've never seen that before.
No, I haven't.
All right, I'll let you have a look. 839 is from Elizabeth in Pemberton. Elizabeth, it's gorgeous. And she says, hi everyone at JM, love the show with Debbie and Charlie launching the new Swelligant range. Can't wait for it to come up so I can have a go. Hope you like my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I've had a go with chainmail, including some gems for the first time. Also some kumihimo with, you've been busy, Elizabeth. A kumihimo with beading as well. All the gems and cord and jump rings are from JM. The toggles are from my ever-growing stash. Keep up the brilliant demos, love and hugs, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, they're gorgeous. We've got a chainmail bundle coming up later on in the show, Elizabeth. It looks like you might need to stock up. So
Yeah, it looks like you might run out there. Swell Again's fantastic.
I haven't seen it. I need to go and have a look at the show.
In my bag, and I need to test it out on copper clay.
Oh,
so
good.
Very excited about that. So this is somebody's been busy with a gizmo, and this is 836.
So neat.
And I love this design. So simple and so beautiful.
Just very designer, isn't it?
Flip it that way so I can read it.
It's very elegant. Almost, actually, that's not unlike something you'd expect to see in the Vogue magazine.
Yeah, definitely.
I really like that.
You can see that on a photo shoot and some magazine. So this is Bridget in Trowbridge who sent in this gorgeous piece, and she says, this is my first entry to the Wall of Fame using JM gemstones. I started making jewellery quite a few years ago just as a hobby. I have loads of jewellery making stuff including wire and even a gizmo, but only discovering JM, I used to use cheaper beads along with everything else. Of course, now I've gone a bit overboard on the gemstone purchases. My bank account screams at me every time I hit the buy it button. It's all your fault for tempting me with such stunning gemstones. The DVDs are great too. Memory wire necklace with JM gemstones includes small amethyst faceted rounds, ametrine faceted rounds, and white crackled quartz sugar cube. And thank you. So Bridget in Trowbridge, you're at 836.
Get it in the Vogue, Bridget. It's gorgeous. Get it in Vogue. Now, a great big welcome to all of the brand new buyers that we've had today. If you want some information on how to get started with us here at Jewellery Maker, with your first order, you will get a free tutorial DVD, your book, and you get information on your workshops and tutorials. That's all free with your very first order. You will also get a JM Hub magazine on subscription. We do workshops all the time. We have our new 2 shows coming up. We got our silver clay coming up after the break. Here's some information on how to buy with us here at Jewellery Maker. Be right back.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. We have got such an incredible show lined up for you today. Let me show you what's coming up after midday. I'm extremely excited. You have got a Trilliant cut collector's box. Sorry, I didn't angle that right for you at all, did I? Including peridot, iolite, tanzanite, Hunan peridot is in there as well, white topaz. We've got petalite, goshenite, smoky quartz, aquamarine, Zambian garnet, Swiss blue topaz, and fire opal. This is for you if you're absolutely serious about your gemstones and your gorgeous jewellery. Maybe you're going to set them into silver clay. We've got a deal coming up on silver clay for you. We have got for you the most striking strand of imperial topaz ever. I am so excited for this strand. Have a look at this. We launched for the first time here at Jewellery Maker imperial topaz last night, and in the day show I bring you One of the most exquisite strands. This can be a very expensive gemstone elsewhere. I've also got for you pearl chalcedony. We have never, so we're launching today so many incredible strands. This is a brand new gemstone to us here at Jewellery Maker, like glistening fresh snow. Pearl chalcedony is going to make your jewellery glitter and gleam. It's absolutely divinely beautiful. And we've also got a brand new strand of preonite. Beautiful. It's coming up very soon for you. Now, I'm going to start with, I showed you this rose quartz earlier, and do you know what? We've got some cloudy quartz to go with, and they're alternate colours. Now, I want you to look at this Madagascan rose quartz. Big, gorgeous chunks of beautiful feminine colour. This strand is exceptional. This strand will work its way into a ring. They're the perfect size for a big chunky ring, a nice cocktail ring. Have a look at these as well, because think about putting them into a stretchy. That will be really nice with a very delicate, pretty summer dress, just to add some gorgeous chunky gemstones too. I love these. I love the colour. I think they're heavenly. I think they're very calming. You've got that soft, feminine, beautiful pink. And do you know what? These are going to go really well with your pearl chalcedony. They're going to go really well with your preonite. They're beautiful, but they're going to go exceptionally well with your cloudy quartz. Look at that. Then you've got your smoky quartz. Smoky quartz goes with everything. Smoky quartz is always there when you don't want a really harsh contrast. Smoky quartz is, of course, the national gemstone of Scotland. I'm just going to take the black background away so you can see those colours a little bit better. I'm thinking about adding some labradorite into the mix. If you bought that fabulous strand pack, which is very close to selling out, that will look incredible. You've got 3 strands that stand alone in your jewellery. Have a look at the cloudy quartz with its alternating colours there. You have got rectangles of 8 by 10, and they are checkerboard faceted. I like these a lot. These are brand new, you've never seen them before in this size. You've got clarity on this strand, you've got sparkle on this strand, and you've got a really gorgeous, quite a feminine style grey. Now think about these again with preonite, because I think this would look stunning. Smoky quartz, these rondelles. We've been really struggling to get hold of smoky quartz at the moment. Grab it while you can. We did used to get a lot. Now the standard price tag for smoky quartz is about $12.95 a strand, isn't it? Now, of course, this Madagascan rose quartz is a very, very fine example of a strand of rose quartz. You've got deep colour, you've got big carat weights, and you've got a gemstone that's going to be a pendant or a single gemstone ring. And don't forget, if you're watching with us for the first time and you're thinking to yourself, how do I do all of this? How do I do it? I really want to be able to create like this. We've got DVDs showing you how to do it. We've got wirework basics. We've got rings. We've got a show in the mornings between 8 and 9 called How To, or New To, sorry. Now you've got 3 gorgeous strands to incorporate into your designs. If you are already a very established jewellery maker, you know that these 3 strands are going to work their way into your stash, and that you're going to use them all throughout the spring and summer, particularly those greys and pinks together, because they are going to be one of the hottest combinations for spring and summer. You always need smoky quartz. You could put these in earrings, just 1 earring each, and how much are you going to charge for those? I think as well, the nice thing about smoky quartz is everybody recognises it. So when you're making jewellery and you're selling it, and you say, oh, here's a smoky quartz pair of earrings, people instantly think, yep, that's smoky quartz. I've seen it a lot before. I recognise it. And then the penny drops in your customer's mind that you are using genuine gemstones, because perhaps they're going to question that. Because in their mind, in your clients' and customers' minds, genuine gemstones, aren't they just things that jewellers use? Aren't they just things that you can get from expensive jewellery shops? Here's your opportunity to incorporate big, gorgeous carat weights, fabulous, soft, subtle colours, limited stock, this 3-strand pack. needs to be in your life. YMG C13 is your item code. Should be over £30 today. We're going to give you a wonderful deal. It's going to be just £19.95. You're making over a £10 saving by buying these as a 3-strand pack. There are 2 ways in which you can come shopping with us here today at Jewellery Maker and get yourself on the phone lines 0800 644 655, or you can shop online. It's jewellerymaker.com. You will all receive a 30-day money-back guarantee on absolutely everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker. And don't forget, with your very first order, a host of free goodies, a free tutorial DVD, a free JM Hub magazine on subscription every month. You'll get your information on your workshops and your tutorials, and you will also get that step-by-step book. Make sure you're checking out baskets if you're shopping with us online today. It's fantastic to have your company. Get interactive with us on the website. Get interactive with us on Facebook. Come follow us on Twitter. We are at jewellery_maker. I'm at Ginevra. You can also give us a text 60777 JM Studio followed by your message. Now, if you go onto our Facebook page, if you're lacking some inspiration, you can click on our photo albums and have a look at all of our wonderful designers. We have got creations from the fabulous Mark Smith, the extremely talented Gemma Crow. We've also got wonderful masterpiece jewellery from our gorgeous Natalia. Debbie Bolford's bringing you inspiration with so many different techniques with her chainmail. A host of all of our designers are fantastic, and each one of them specializes in something different. You can look at Sheila's designs for your wonderful bridal pieces if you want inspiration in that way. We've got B if you want an artistic flair on your jewelry. We've got wire work. There are so many incredible pieces that you can draw inspiration for on that Facebook page. For $19.95, you've got a gorgeous 3-strand pack. Now, we're going to move on to Bubble Pop. I like that name. You've got big bubbles. You are getting better at naming things, Kim. You've got big bubbles of clear quartz. Have a look. With your power shell.
Oh, I love those.
I love power shell. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
It's all the colours.
It is, and I love those bubble quartz as well.
Aren't they fabulous? And they are like when you blow bubbles, when kids blow fairy bubbles.
You know, there's this jewellery trend at the moment, and they call it Wonder Lab. And
No.
it's about almost space agey looking, you know, where you see a lot of neon
Yeah,
stuff
I have seen
with
that.
it.
Yeah. It's
but
called
to have-
Wonder Lab.
Yeah, and to
I've
have
seen it, but I
with-
didn't know it was called that.
Well, to have it with genuine gemstones, it's
Yes,
so
please.
luxurious.
With these big bubbles, you could make something almost quite space agey, couldn't
Yeah.
you? Oh, I like that. I like that idea. Pow shell is one of the most colourful organic shells in the world, and you get like a lovely oil on water effect with pow shell. It's only found in New Zealand. You have to free dive for this gemstone. And in these squares, we're thinking about rings, we're thinking about stretchy bracelets. If you've already got the gemstones, you're thinking, well, what about the shapes? What can I do with these shapes? There's nothing you can't do really with these shapes. A ladder weave would look excellent. Earrings would look brilliant. Definitely stretchy bracelets. With these bubbles, I'd like to see them in the most simple of ways on a long piece of chain with a clear quartz at the bottom. Now, if you're going to come to Cherry's workshop, yesterday I saw a piece of jewellery that Cherry had made, which was just wonderful. She's another one of our incredible designers, and it was a long chain graduated with round gemstones on the bottom. This would look fantastic in that way. So graduating those long bits of chain and adding one of these on the bottom would look awesome, wouldn't it? Look at the clarity of these, because if you're thinking about working with a lot of wire, if you run coloured wire through there, you'll see it through the gemstone, which I think is amazing. If you use the chartreuse wire, or if you use that baby pink wire, would look fantastic, wouldn't it? Pow shell, I think I love pow shell for summertime jewellery. We're thinking about walking barefoot in the sand, with our sarong, with a lovely stretchy of pow shell. It just takes you there, doesn't it? Pina colada for you, is it, Kim? Daiquiri for me. What would you be sporting, Han? Pina colada, daiquiri, what's your poison? Pina colada. You young ones with your pina coladas. Have a look. Oh, yeah, young uns. Us old ones, that daiquiris. I do love a daiquiri though. What's your poison?
Oh, margarita.
Margarita. Yeah, I might join you for one of them.
Strawberry ones.
Oh, ooh.
Frozen.
That's a good one. Yes, frozen, of course. Because we're in the Caribbean, of course.
Yes, of course.
That's where I'm taking us to.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gemstones, they do this to me. They take you, when you look at PowerShell, you just think of the beach, you think of the scene, and I think actually draw inspiration from where you think the gemstone's taking you. If you see the beach, draw from that and create beach-style jewellery. If you're putting gemstones on and they feel elegant and they feel like you want to go out to dinner, make jewellery that you're going to go out to dinner. You know, I really believe in that. These gemstones will take you on your design journey just by looking at them. Draw that inspiration. They're 12 mil, these squares, and the rectangles are 10 by 6. The clear quartz bubbles are 12 mil also. There are 2 ways that you can come and grab these: on the website, jewellerymaker.com, or on the phone line for you right there. We're going to give you an incredible price tag, limited stock. You should be, do you know what? They're only £20 if you buy them all individually, which is really fabulous when you think about how much you're going to sell one pair of earrings with one of the bubbles on the bottom. I mean, you perhaps sell those for £15, so you're well on your way to making a great profit, do you think? JFG C13 is your item code. Get yourself involved. We're going to give you a fabulous price tag. £20 was doable. Absolutely. £12.95. You've got to buy 2. You've got to buy 2. Seriously. Multi-buy on these. By the way, when you buy more than one item with us here in any one day, it's not like when you shop online. You know those clothes shops online, Misguided, ASOS, or, you know, Boohoo. Every time I shop with them and I add a pair of shoes, it's an extra £6 for postage. No way, I take the shoes out of the basket. We never do that to you. You can load up your basket with as many goodies as you like. You'll only pay P&P. So get that basket loaded up. Order these in bulk. £12.95 for 3 very fabulous strands that you're going to use all throughout your summer collections. Definitely buy more than one of these. Well done. There are lots of... Oh, there's a 2-minute queue on the phone lines. It's an 0800 number. Don't worry. If you're ringing from your landline, it's a free phone number. If you don't want to get caught in queues, we are busy on the website, but there's never a queue, is there, when you shop online? Then it's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Remember, you've got to check baskets out because it's just a wish list if you don't, and somebody else could come and grab your 3-strand pack. Well done to all. Please bear with the queues. Now, it's time to launch. Oh, I love this gemstone so much. Preonite. Now, I'm going to show you this gemstone, and I always liken this to the dew on the grass, the summer grass. Summer meadow dew is what this gemstone reminds me of. Those little droplets of colour, they're beautiful. The clarity is just absolutely exceptional in this. Glowing like a peeled grape or a fine, crisp white wine. I think you get the most amazing trichroism from this gemstone. Can you see the golden glow? It is like, you know, when you have a chilled glass and you pour your really cold wine into it and it sort of frosts the glass, and you still get that clarity. That's what this gemstone reminds me of. Just incredibly beautiful. Now, I think this is going to go so well with your pearl chalcedony. The jewellery that you create from that is going to look divinely beautiful. Now, I would always add soft pinks to the mix as well. I just think, there you go. There's your Darling Buds of May. There's your Cath Kidston. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Have a look. With your grey, cloudy quartz. This gemstone is an absolute breath of fresh air, which is why it's one of my favourites. It's feminine, it's pretty. It reminds me of the summertime. Those soft pastel colours, those dewy, beautiful colours for your spring and summer collection are a must-have, an absolute must-have. Mix these with your sunny yellows for something fresh and beautiful. Mix these with your smoky quartz to give it more of a depth. Natalia, This is one of my favourite gemstones. Do you like preonite?
Oh, I love it, and it's almost like a gentler, more elegant version of peridot, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know,
yes.
that kind of very cool green, and I love that picture that you paint of, you know, the spring meadow, and I think of snowdrops. You know, when they're just first coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
And how
obviously the flowers, snowdrops.
the fresh shoots.
Snowdrops, because I think that's the beginning of spring when the snow, and they're everywhere right now, and the daffodils, and it just reminds you that warmer climates are coming, the little baby birds are being born, the lambs are springing around, and this is one of those gemstones that does paint that picture, doesn't it?
So gentle and delicate and just utterly beautiful. And what a lovely, almost like an alternative for bridal jewellery. You know, because we always think in terms of pinks and purples and blues maybe, but you know, not greens like that.
This is it could be a vintage green with pearls. It looks amazing. I'm just thinking, what about in a tiara, crown style tiara, one or two of these, and allow them to drop so that the light can catch the facets. Let them dangle on just a little bit of an eye pin or something like that. Give it a dangle, let it drop on your tiaras and fascinators, and I would definitely put it with the pearl chalcedony for your tiaras. I think you can create something absolutely stunning, and it's eye-catching. And if you're a bride and you do something different like that, it's subtle and it's soft and it's feminine, but it's different. That's the kind of tiara that's going to be remembered against the kind of tiara that's run-of-the-mill that everybody's got. You know, it's this kind, and you've got to keep it soft and you've got to keep it delicate and you've got to keep it pretty because it's wedding jewellery. This is the way to do it. I would also like to see perhaps a rosary style chain. I know I say that often, but this is the perfect shape and size for a rosary link bracelet. That would be absolutely gorgeous. There's a queue on the phone lines for these already. The code that you need is DBG P69. You've got 140 carats of 10mm puffy coins of fresh, dewy, beautiful preonite. And it's going. Now remember, when we first launched preonite, it was about $29.95 for the first strand. And that was the standard price tag. We've managed to be able to get hold of more and more for you at better and better price tags, which is the only reason we're about to do this. If you're brand new to Jewellery Maker, come and grab a strand that is going to be so versatile. You can put this in earrings, you can put this in a ring. It's a colour that I think everybody adores. Think about putting this next to your sky blues, your blue chalcedonies or your aquamarines. They would look heavenly. Are you ready for a wonderful price tag? $7.90. I'm very uncomfortable with how low we're going on that. £7, and it's one of my favourites. Do you know what? It's good for me. I'm going to grab as much of it as I can. £7.95 is your price tag. One of the most beautiful gemstones to jewellery make with. One of the most inspiring gemstones to jewellery make with. £7.95. 0800 644 655. Lots of you multi-buying. There's a 3-minute queue on the phone lines. Please bear with it. It is a free phone number if you're calling from your landline. Get it home, don't like it, send it back. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. I would definitely recommend multi-buying at this price tag, because I know if you love preonite as much as I do, you know this is a great deal. You know you're going to use it. Stock up. Buy as many as you possibly can, because in the spring and in the summer, people are going to ask for more and more and more of it. Think about it with your rose quartz colours. Think about it with your blue chalcedony colours. Absolutely twin it with your pearlescent chalcedony, which is an exclusive strand coming up for you later on. £7.95. It could go in bridal jewellery. £7.95. You can make it more affordable for your clients and customers. This is an excellent opportunity for you to buy something utterly and truly beautiful. Check out your baskets online, because this baby is now gone limited. Well done to everyone that got theirs. I'm so proud of you, because I know you're going to enjoy working with it if it's the first time you ever have. And you know what? If you're coming back for more of this beautiful preonite gemstone, I know that you've fallen in love with it as much as I have. £7.95. Well done to everyone that's got theirs. Now, I think we've got some guests coming in right now. We've got some guests coming in who are with the wonderful Gemma Crow doing vintage jewellery today. If you want to get involved in one of our workshops, you can come along and meet one of our guest designers, and they will teach you, they'll give you a tutorial, a room full of you, of how to create certain stunning pieces. Natalia does lots of workshops. Are we going to go on over and see everybody? Well, they're going to come here.
Say hello.
Come in, my lovelies. I met some of you, so I didn't meet you this morning, did I? Hello. Don't worry. How's everyone getting on? Now we've got the Crowmeister. How you doing, Jem? All right? Yeah, we haven't got microphones for everybody, have we? So everybody's here doing the vintage jewellery workshop. Now Gemma does do workshops often, and if you love Gemma's designs, which we all do, everybody's in love with Gemma's designs, thanks darling, then you can come and you can spend the day with Gemma or Natalia. Natalia's got some fantastic workshops also, and you can get involved in jewellery making. I'm going to pass this over to Gemma so Gemma can tell us a little bit about, come on, don't pretend you're shy, Miss Crow. Don't pretend you're shy. So what are you up to this morning, my darling?
So everybody's just been on a tour of the building, which is lovely. I think everyone enjoyed it. This is the last stage, so now we're going to get cracking on making some vintage pieces.
And what's everyone going to finish with? Is it a necklace? What kind of vintage piece can we expect to go home with?
They're hopefully going to be making a pin, a brooch pin with all lots of tassels and dangly bits on. We're using wire and also a 3-strand pearly star necklace and a wire mesh rose necklace today.
Wow, that's loads.
Yeah.
So what time? So everyone came in for sort of 8 o'clock and they'll go home. It's a full day, a full
9
tutorial.
o'clock. 9 o'clock start, and then hopefully finish around 4ish.
Around 4ish.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be really busy.
You are. You're going to be really busy. Has anybody been on a workshop before? No. You're all new to the workshops.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you're going to have a full day. What inspired you to come in? She's amazing, isn't she? Absolutely fantastic inspiration from Gemma. You're a brilliant designer though, Gemma, and everybody's recognising that. So if you do want to get involved in one of Gemma's, when's your next workshop?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is it too late to book in for tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's full for tomorrow. And what's the next one after that?
I don't know yet. We haven't got a date.
To be confirmed because they're new courses, but if people want to email me directly, I've got them on the waiting list.
Yeah.
Email Kirsty directly. And what's your email address, Babs? Kirsty with a K?
Yeah.
Kirsty 2, number 2. Kirsty number 2.
Field
at jewellerymaker.com.
or phone call centre.
Or give us a call in at the call centre. Kirsty's she can put your name on a list if you want to come through to Gemma's next workshop, which you will absolutely love. I'll be in to steal some lunch later and have a look at your fabulous designs. We're going to give you some information on Gemma's workshops right now. Here you go.
If you love classic jewellery, then why not come and join guest designer Gemma Crow on our vintage workshop. Gemma will guide you through various beading and wirework techniques which will inspire you to create timeless designs from a bygone era. The full course includes a selection of wire, a selection of findings and charms, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $69.95. Have a blast from the past and take home some amazing designs. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Want to learn how to make the most of your beading thread? Then come and join in the fun on our Adventures with Beading Thread workshop. Guest designer Gemma Crow will inspire you to design stunning feature pieces of jewellery that will help you to make use of your essential stash items. Full course includes a selection of beading thread, a selection of findings, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $64.95. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
Join Jewellery Maker from the 4th to the 8th of March for our Fashion Week. Every day we will focus on different styles and trends. On Monday, young and funky. Tuesday, high fashion. Wednesday, bridal boutique. Thursday, men's fashion. And Friday, masquerade ball. Make sure you tune in. The Fashion Week on Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back, my jewellery making darlings. Now, for anybody who's just started jewellery making, I've got a deal for you. Anybody that's maybe just started up going out and doing jewellery making parties, I've got an incredible deal for you. I'll give that to you in a sec, but first of all, I want to remind you that after midday, I have got a brand new box set showcase for you if you're really serious about collecting gemstones, if you're really serious about putting very fine gemstones into your jewellery. I've also, look at this, see, this is an example of a silver clay ring that a very talented lady put together. Don't know who it was, she must have been talented though. It was Natalia, of course. Setting genuine gemstones into silver. We've also got a great deal on your silver clay and your metal clay kits. I've got to show you one more time the most striking strand of imperial topaz that's coming up for you later on in the show. Now, we launched this gemstone for the first time last night. It's an absolute joyous gemstone, and actually if you go and research jewellery with imperial topaz in it, you'll see that it goes for a certain very high price tag. You could be creating incredible jewellery with this wonderful strand in just a few days' time. I think this strand will sell out, so I would be very hot off the mark for that one. I've also got for you another sure to sell out strand of pearlescent chalcedony. Now, this is exclusive. It's never been seen before, this gemstone on air. It's absolutely glistening like fresh snow. The pearlescence is beyond incredible. It's coming up for you very, very soon. You need to stick tight with us here today. We've got some beautiful deals. We've got some stunning new kits. This is for you. If you want to get an absolute bargain, you get the tool tidy, which is perfect if you sit and you do your jewellery making from your stand at that summer fair or at that spring fair. All of our guest designers use these, and they're great if you go to a jewellery making party and people say to you, you know what, I love this pair of earrings, I'd really like them in solid sterling silver though, I can't. And you know what, you can say, hold on a minute, I'll change them for you. Or they might say to you, I love shepherd's hooks, I want them in postal butterfly backs, hold on a minute, I'll change it for you. You can do it, your tools are there. Your tool rest is there. It looks all nice and neat and tidy. You're also getting not Claire's hands, although that would be nice because she's got lovely hands, but you're getting the large toolkit. You're not going to believe the price tag. Now, the toolkit is great because if you're a beginner, you need tools. If you've been a jewellery maker for a long time, you already know that your tools are your best friends. You use them all the time. You need to replenish your tools probably once a year, but it's always great to have spares. I know Natalia carries a toolkit in her car. She takes a toolkit on her workshops with her. She takes a toolkit everywhere she goes. So I'm pretty sure, Natalia, you've got more than one toolkit.
Oh, I do. And you know, because you never know when you need to make jewellery. People ask you to do stuff, or you know, you're not expecting to do a demo and you have to. So you need to have multiple toolkits. Definitely.
And it's great to have them all in this case. Now, individually, you need to get on the phone lines right now. This is a ridiculous deal. Now, individually, I've been shopping a lot, like I said to you yesterday, in that craft store because my daughter's homework means I have to keep going in this crazy craft store. And I'm in there about twice a week at the moment, getting this paper, that paper. She's terribly unorganised. Oh, Mummy, I forgot to tell you when you were in Hobbycraft last time, or that shop last time. That I needed sugar paper, a gold pen, I need some double-sided sticky tape. You know, you're like, it never ends. Oh, so while she's getting her bits, I go and have a look. Well, it's my job to do a bit of market research. I'm finding tools, the average price, and they can go up to about £15. The average price for a tool, per tool, £8.95 for one tool. One tool, mind. Look at all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tools in this. So you've got about over 80 quid's worth of tools. You get the pouch. Let me talk you through exactly what you get. By the way, this deal is ridiculous and it's just for today. Your round nose pliers, which you need to make your eye loops with. You need to make your swirls if you started using wire work. And you saw Natalia using these earlier with her beading thread to curl it. There's a million different uses and you do need those. Now you've also got your crimping tool. So if you're crimp beading, which you will be, this just gives a nice, neat crimp. Now you've got your square-edged flat nose pliers, you've got your bead measurer, you've got your snips, you've got your scoop and tweezer tool, you've got your reamer, and this is the special reamer with the extra rasping tools which are here. You've got your cone rasp, you've got all sorts, and then you've got your regular bead reamer. You've got your dolphin nose flat pliers, that's a Jenny terminology for them, that's what I call them. And you've got your nippers. They're probably called something completely, they're called chain nose flat pliers, aren't they? I call them dolphin noses. Yeah. That's what my dolphin, get me dolphins out, that's what I mean if I say that. Nothing rude. Now, have a look, because these all come nice and compact. Now this, if you buy it, which is fabulous, is $15.95 on its own. I'm going to give you a better deal, but I'm also going to include your tool rest. This is how your tools will all look. Nice and neat and tidy. Yours will all be red. Nice and neat and tidy. Everything away, ready to hand, so that you haven't got things sort of here, there and everywhere. Oh, the deal I'm about to give you is crazy, crazy, crazy. EVG C71. Do you know what? If you sat there and you've been jewellery making for years and you think to yourself, yeah, I could do with a few new tools, grab this deal. We don't give you deals like this very often. Oh, ready, $15.95 on its own. But if you buy it as a 2-pack, it's going cheaper than if you buy it on its own. Does it make sense? No. Does anything that Kim does make sense? Not much. Are you ready? On the phone lines, 0800 644 655 $14.95. You're getting the toolkit for £1 cheaper and getting the rest for free. You can still buy it individually if you want to, but it'll cost you £15.95. If you're brand new to Jewellery Maker, you will also get your tutorial DVD. You get started book, your information's on your workshops and tutorials. We've just had those fabulous guests, the fabulous ladies come in for Gemma's workshop. Of course, Natalia's got workshops on the go all the time, the design masterclass and the silver clay. Get involved in that. And you'll also get a JM Hub magazine on subscription. If you want to buy a kit with us as your first ever purchase, and you're thinking, I do need the tools actually, we're not going to charge you any more P&P, ever. I know it would be a much heavier package, but we love you so much, we're going to take care of the P&P for you. £14.95 is your price tag, £1 cheaper than if you were to buy the toolkit on its own. What an amazing deal. But you know what? We've only got so many of these, so make sure you are checking out baskets if you're shopping with us online for the first time. Use your debit card or your credit card and you will still receive a 30-day money-back guarantee on every individual item that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker. If you try and buy the large toolkit on its own or tomorrow, it will always be $15.95, but $14.95 as with this special code, EVGC71. You need that code. If you use the other code for the toolkit, it will be $15.95. If you want it for £1 cheaper with the tool rest for free, the code that you need to be using is EVGC71. Well done. I'll keep that near me. I'll keep it near me. That's what I'll do. Keep it near, keep it near. Let's give you now 3 strands of Unikite. Now, I always think this gemstone reminds me of a Gustav Klimt painting. Actually, there's a painting of the Lady of Shalott, which Mia's doing for her homework at the moment, so I've been looking at that painting quite a lot. Yeah, it's a poem. It's a poem by Tennyson. Yeah, well, this reminds me of that poem, The Lady of Shalott. Have a look at this. And don't you think they're kind of a Monet blend? They're lovely. They're very artistic. Beautiful, beautiful blends of colour. I'm clued up on my art, am I? Yeah, maybe I am. I do love a bit of art. I do. And poetry, I like that too. We've only got these in stock. Now, Unikite, you've got that lovely mossy colour, lovely sort of burnt oranges, but also they're kind of pink. It's hard to describe. What do you think of Unikite, Natalia? I love the natural look of it.
Yeah, I think of Robin Hood actually. You know, I imagine Maid Marian wandering through Sherwood Forest, and you know, it's that Lincoln green, isn't it? It's that beautiful colour.
Yes, you're right. It is like that, and I've said that. You know, I love that description, and it does take you, like I said earlier, it takes you on a little bit of a journey when a gemstone reminds you of something. You've got those lovely sort of maiden colours. That's what they are.
Yeah.
The Lady of Shalott was a maiden, wasn't she?
She was.
Have a look at those colours. What about these little flowers? Aren't these beautiful? I bet Estella's done the Lady of Shalott at school, haven't you?
Have you done the Lady of
Not yet?
Shalott?
Look at these. Beautiful 4-petal flower beads. They're 10 mil. Now these will look stunning on a daisy chain style necklace, lariat style. I'd go over the head, and I'd use probably gold wire, and it would be lariat. I like the sound of that. Yeah, rosary style. Yeah, that'd look gorgeous. Big, fabulous rounds. Do you think this could be a masculine gemstone as well as a feminine gemstone?
Completely would be. You know, with that paracord, can you imagine that? That's really
Yes.
big. And you know, just a single gemstone suspended from a macrame necklace. How lovely would that look?
It would look fantastic. I'm just thinking as well, Natalia, with these ovals, very slight twist on them. What about cufflinks? They'd look nice, wouldn't they, on a
lovely
cufflink?
cufflinks. Yeah, I can see that.
Fantastic. 3 strands going low. Individually, these would be almost £20. 0800 644 655. Beautiful mossy tones going low. £11.95 is your price tag. IHG C84. Beautiful 3 strands of unicoat. We've all been very, very inspired by these strands of what we're going to make. Long, gorgeous shoulder duster earrings. Very summertime. Flip-flops and your lovely baggy trousers with a vest top. Absolutely fantastic. Low in stock of these. Oh, we got less than 30 left. The code that you need, IHG C84. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on absolutely everything. These are flying out the door. Well done to everybody that's got theirs. I just think they look fantastic, don't they? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Absolutely gorgeous. Wait. Oh, these look nice all bunched together, actually. Coming up after the break, we've got 2 incredible strands of citrine. I've had to fight Natalia off for those. And we've got a brand new kit, so do not move a muscle.
Once your gemstones leave the laboratory, it's then down to the quality control process. This is a really stringent process which is completed by Ravi and by Ithaca. Random strands are taken from each one of the lots, and you get the average size, carat weight and length of each strand. And this is done so that you know the information that you see on your screens is correct.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. We are exceptionally busy today, so just a little bit of a warning. If you've got things in your basket, please check out. I know Kim's had a few messages on Facebook saying that you've tried to get strands and you put them in your basket and then they were gone. If you don't check out when it is in stock, you could definitely miss out today. We've got so many exceptional strands. For the first ever time, Imperial Topaz. Never seen on the day show before. We launched it last night. Not this strand, a different one. Launched Imperial Topaz on the channel last night and it absolutely flew. Imperial Topaz is just one of the most divinely beautiful gemstones. It can be extremely expensive, and it's coming up for you very soon. Now, citrine and imperial topaz together are just incredible. Now you've got flat fans of citrine here, which you can see against the other teardrops. Now, do they come as a 2-strand pack, Kim? You're getting the flat fans, and these are all such beautiful organic colours. Look at that. They're just stunning. Now, because they are top drilled here, it's really easy to make a flower out of these gemstones. Much easier than if they are drilled through the centre. They look beautiful as clusters, and they look amazing in shoulder duster earrings. Now I want you to check out the star cut citrine that I've got for you. Now that star cutting allows for the most incredible light show of luster. I absolutely adore this strand. I think this is the only strand of star cut anything that we've got. Now I remember Sheila made the most beautiful charm bracelet out of a very similar strand. It was just, oh, it was amazing. Do you remember how many people contacted us asking us how to make that? It just loads on, lots and lots and lots of them on head pins and on a big chunky piece of chain. Oh, it was stunning. And we never forgot it, did we? Now, these gemstones that we are bringing to you, 2 strands of high quality citrine. Breathtaking, aren't they? Beautiful, aren't they? Soft and subtle, gorgeous tones. 140 carats in your star cut rounds of 8mm, 35 carats in your flat fan drop beads, and they're graduated between 10 by 8 all the way up to 13 by 9mm. You can make some very delicate, beautiful jewellery from citrine, and it's another one of those gemstones that everybody knows. Put it with gold and see that gold thread just ignite this gemstone from the inside. Look at the subtle golden tones that you get from citrine. Natalia, is citrine a gemstone that you use often in your collections?
Oh, as often as I can. I absolutely love it. And you know, I love it when it comes in a kit, and you know, it's come in one of my kits this week, but I just adore it as a gemstone. I think it's just utterly fabulous, luxurious. It has a regal quality for me.
It does?
Yeah.
Because of the golden tones?
The golden tones, and then the clarity of it, and it often comes faceted, doesn't it? Which again adds a touch of luxury.
Because you get that lovely sparkle.
You do, and that's what I love.
Said to be the gemstone of happiness, citrine.
Oh, well, it's my gemstone then, I'm happy.
You're a very happy, chirpy lady, and a very talented lady.
Oh,
get yourself booked into Natalia's workshops. Honestly, you'll just love it. Now, the star cut strand on its own is £18. Now look at that, how on earth do you facet like that? Years of training to expertly facet like that. One false move and you're done for, aren't you? Every single gemstone as perfect and as beautiful as the last. Twinkle Twinkle collection. Individually, you'd be paying the best part of £30. How about with the pearlescent chalcedony we've got coming up for you later on? Oh, that is gorgeous. Especially if you just... Wow. That's utterly luxurious, isn't it? Now get yourself on the phone line. So the best part of £30 if you're buying these individually. They are some of the finest strands of citrine we have in stock. We're not going to charge you £30 today. If you're thinking about your summer collections, if you're thinking about making those beautiful soft summer pieces, the delicate ones, the ones that you wear to that special occasion, the anniversary pieces, the wedding pieces, the pieces you wear out to that special dinner or to that fabulous picnic, the point-to-point racing perhaps. C76, £19.95 for 2 incredible strands. You're paying £2 for those fan drops. Just unheard of. You're on the phone lines for this. There is a queue. We've been buzzing busy all morning this morning, and it's so lovely to have you company. Please don't forget to text us in. I know that you must have so many questions for Natalia. We'll check the text in just a sec for you. £19.95 is your price tag. 0800 644 655 or the W's.jewellerymaker.com. Twinkle Twinkle EVG C76. That's Twinkle Twinkle in my head now. If you love that 2-strand pack, you're going to absolutely fall in love with our next kit. I gave you a bit of an accidental sneaky peek of this kit earlier, and for me it's this strand. I love this colour with blue. See what you think. I just love that kind of colour blocking. What do you reckon? With the blues. My mic, sorry. I just think that colour. Let's tuck my mic wire in. Sorry. It's wonderful, isn't it? Now, you'll also get, I love that colour. Reminds me almost of a colour you'd see in a fruit bowl as well. Look at that. Oh, I love these as stretches. They're so sparkly. I'd wear that just as a simple stretchy, you know. It's beautiful, isn't it? And then have a look. These could be spacers. Aren't they beautiful? Just stunning. And then you've got the citrine. How luxurious is this kit? More fabulous citrine. Those orange fire agates are powerful. They're juicy. They're for your colour blocking. The yellow tiger's eye rounds are 4mm. The agate, by the way, is 14mm. And they're perfect, aren't they, for little tiny clusters, for putting in beady beads. They'd look fab. You wait till you see Natalia's jewellery. I can see a cheeky rosary style chain going on there, which is one of my favourite things to do. Your yellow tiger's eye rounds are 4mm. You also get with this kit 0.6 copper wire. Now 0.6 is probably the easiest wire to work with as a beginner. If you're not sure about how to work with wire, remember we have a host of DVDs, starting of course with wire work for beginners, and Louise Jacobson has just launched a new DVD with wire work rings. There is so much you can do intermediate, you can do wire work projects, there's loads going on there. Now 0.6, you've got 10 meters. 0.6 is perfect for using as shepherd's hooks because it's still fine to go through the ears. I always think that this copper wire looks like rose gold. What do you think? It does, doesn't it? I think so. Now, it's all been e-coated, so it's hypoallergenic. That e-coating is really important, actually, because it does mean that if perhaps a client or customer in the past has always thought they were allergic to any other precious metal other than silver or gold, it could be the answer for them. People are requesting copper wire. It's been out of stock for a long time. Now 0.6 is easy for your jig work. 0.6 is great for gizmo coils. 0.6 is brilliant for using really going intricate and detailed pieces. We saw Tina make a swan the other day out of 0.6. It's just a fabulous, fabulous wire because it's probably one of the most versatile. Every wire has its place, and if you are working with wire, you'll probably need every density, but always I would say start off with 0.6. If you're going to do lots of twists, 0.6 you can still work with rings. We'll have a look at Natalia's creations in just a sec because I'm sure she's used her wire in a brilliant way. Now you can also make your links. I keep going on about rosary chains, don't I? 0.6 is what I use for my rosary links. I sometimes use 0.4 if it's a very tiny gemstone like a pearl. Now look, this has been made by Tina with a 0.6 wire, so you can get intricate and you will still keep that frame. It'll still be nice and firm. Now you also get with this kit your beading thread, your elastic and your monofilament. So with a kit you get absolutely everything that you need apart from the tools. If you're brand new to jewellery making, don't forget our tool deal, $14.95 for a kit that's normally $15.95 with a free tool rest. That's today only. Now you also get 100 findings with this kit, so if this is your first ever purchase, you are ready to rock as soon as you get it home. It is a limited kit, Please be as quick as you can. Here's your findings that you get. You've got 1 metre of chain, 3 pairs of shepherd's hooks, you've got your chandelier earring findings, your split rings, your open jump rings, your head pins, your eye pins, your 2 toggle clasps, so you've got your bolt ring clasp with a matching jump ring, you've got your crimp bead covers, your balls, and your crimp beads, of course. Absolutely everything that you need to get yourself started. AGG C30, individually a great price tag of just £33.95. But you're not buying it individually, you're buying the Fields of Gold kit as a whole. And so we're giving you a whole new price tag. You've got citrine, you've got tiger's eye, and you've got fabulous flame orange agate. And we've got very inspiring designs from the genius that is Natalia Coleman. Are you ready? We're not paying $33.95 for this kit today. We're going to give you an introductory price tag of $18.95. This is a wonderful, oh my gosh, so if you have just bought that toolkit to start yourself off, you've got to grab this. You've got 100 findings as well as the gemstones, and you've got, what, that is a nighttime show value. 18, you've got the wire in there as well. Let's get on over to the very super talented Natalia. Please make sure you check out baskets on this one. 150 carats of your orange fire agate. You've got your citrine, you've got your yellow tiger's eye in there as well. Don't forget to hold those cues on the phone lines if you are shopping with us on the phones today, because we are absolutely buzzing busy today. It's great to have your company. Natalia, what a price tag!
I know, and what a kit. I tell you what, I said no word of a lie. I love this kit. Love it, love it, love it.
Me too. I love those colours. I think they're fabulous. Those flame oranges. Wow, look at what... I love these earrings. We're going to see how to make these earrings in just a sec.
Yeah,
I think this is just stunning.
It is, and Fields of Gold is such a good description for this because it's golden, it's sumptuous, you could just eat those fire agates, and the citrine is just so lovely, you know, graduated colour from being very light golden to sort of darker, almost like a burnt umber kind of look to it.
Yes.
And then the wire, of course. You know, I love the copper wire.
Oh, I love it. Looks like rose gold.
Everything looks like rose gold, but it's, you know, 0.6. I love 0.6. There's a little more substance to it. So it just holds everything a little bit more firmly. You can create things that are a little bit more structural. Love to do that kind of rosary effect, but you know, the eye pins,
my favourite thing.
Loops.
I love it. I keep saying rosary, rosary, rosy, and if you're thinking, what on earth is that girl going on about? What is a rosary style chain? This. Have a look with your you know, like a long chain of rosary beads. My grandma used to have loads of rosary beads.
Yeah.
Now have a look how they link together. So rosary style chain looks brilliant with the little delicates, and then the big gemstones just intermittently. I think that's fantastic, and I love long lariat rosaries. I love them.
It's worth spending the time just to achieve that effect.
Definitely.
And then having the smaller tiger's eye spacer beads, perfect, and then the wire just slips through those holes perfectly.
I think it's just an excellent, excellent kit is this. It's gone limited, you've got to be quick to check out. Now have a look at this stretchy. I think that these gorgeous agates are the perfect gemstone for stretchies, and it's all about colour blocking, which I'm sure your daughter tells you, like mine does.
Yeah,
colour blocking, bright colours together, perfect with your bright blues. Just fabulous, that colour. Look at that pretty little flower. Now you've also made, these remind me of Japanese lanterns.
Yes, don't they?
Yeah,
absolutely. That's the kind of look I was going for. Dragon lady, you know, the fire agate.
I love that.
All the sumptuous colours, you know, because you have a lot of golds and you have a lot of bronzes and coppers and things with a Chinese.
They are very Japanese. I've been there a couple of times.
Oh yeah, you said,
Yeah. Fabulous. Mia's been to Japan. Have a look at this.
That's just
gorgeous
a bit of my
ring.
crazy wire wrapping as well.
I love it though. Those coils are fabulous, aren't they? And then look, do you know what, Natalia? You've made ever such a lot of jewellery from this kit, haven't you?
Yes, I did. It just went on, and you know, I didn't want to stop, and I made my biggest piece first. So usually when you do that, you're kind of left with whatever you've got.
What am I
going to do with it?
Well, I love that wire wrapping. Now that wire changes your designs entirely. I love these wheels of citrine, and you've made some beautiful tiger's eye earrings there.
Yeah,
making a beady bead at the bottom.
Beady bead with the chain, and then you know with the tiger's eye made a brilliant bail on that necklace with the citrine on it. I love to do a wire bail coated in beads. You can see.
Where are you looking?
On the citrine and...
oh, here!
Yeah. So that is wire and just turned into a little bail, so it's like a double bail.
Wow. Look at that. You're on the lines for this. It is limited. Please make sure you're checking out baskets as quickly as you can. I just can't get over that price tag. I'm going to wear that for a minute.
What a price.
I think that's gorgeous.
And yeah, we
what
talk
a price.
about, what you sell your jewellery for and everything. Well, I know what I would pay for jewellery, and I would easily pay $18.95 for one of those necklaces. And then can you imagine you've got all the others?
Absolutely. And then some. So it's a big profit maker, we're thinking. Because, of course, you sell your jewellery on. You know what price tags that you would set with certain things. Now, don't forget, if you are shopping with us for the first time today and you're buying this kit for the first time, grab a hold of our deal. Can you believe? Can you believe what you've got here? You've got your tool rest and your big toolkit for $14.95. You can buy the toolkit individually if you like without the tool rest, but it'll be $15.95. Or you can get them together for $14.95. Makes sense much? No, not really. $18.95. I'm going to give you the details for that kit if you want it. Don't forget, if you buy both, we won't give you any extra, and your P&P will take care of it for you. And you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So the details are coming up for that. I think this stretchy is fabulous, by the way. $14.95 for those two. Now, we're going to go and have a demonstration with Natalia, of course. Which demonstration? Are you going to show us the earrings?
The little earrings, yes.
Please do.
And I don't know why, it always gets really warm in the studio when I start working with wire. Because it's like the studio.
It's because you're working with your fingers a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because we're hot in here.
Sweaty palms. So anyway, I will try my best to work against nature. And so what I've done is I've cut a...
Do you want to get you some talc? Like a wrestler?
Yes, like a gymnast. I think more like a wrestler. I'm a gymnast, honey.
My son's obsessed with wrestling at the moment,
okay.
so I probably know every wrestler's name out there.
So many girls in our house, even the cat's a girl.
Yeah, I know. It's funny having a boy. You've got to really. And it's not Hulk Hogan anymore. There's other ones. He's absolutely
or something. So anyway, we cut 3 lengths of wire, and I would say that they are about 6 to 8 inches in length there. And what I'm going to do is just pop one of the citrine onto the end of there. You see, it just pops on. You just need to maybe slide it along there.
Okay.
And then taking the very end of my round nose pliers, I'm just going to turn a loop just to hold the citrine in place. So I'm going to turn it 2 or 3 times just to get
Now this is where, Natalia, sorry to interrupt you, my darling.
Just on
this
the
is
end
where the
there.
tools are invaluable.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you know, you can't. You find the limitations of what you can make and the progression in your jewellery making if you don't have the right tools. And I'll just repeat that again just to show you. So again, slides onto the end of the wire, and then using the very end of your round nose pliers, just turning 2 or 3 times to make a little loop there. And that's actually creates a nice little, almost like a design feature on that. And then what we do, so I've got one that I did earlier on, is to just take those.
That looks nice like that, you know.
Doesn't it look lovely? At the time I was doing it, I was thinking if I had some thicker wire, I'd have made a torque and, you know, just put those on there. But they're lovely, aren't they? So that's
I just love that colour.
It's a whole other design there, darling.
Yes, there is, darling. Now, don't forget, if you want to get involved in wire work, we do DVDs, right from wire work for beginners to wire work projects, wire work rings. Louise Jacobson's just brought out a DVD on that, and it just broadens your skills as a jewellery maker.
It does, yes. And whilst you were chatting there, I just turned those.
You did the twist.
I did a little twist.
Simple enough, just twisting them together, yeah?
Just twisting together, and I just keep doing that up the length. So all 3 of them just want to keep going like that. And you can do it a lot more tidily than me, and you wouldn't have sweaty paws like me either.
You might.
Not as sweaty as my paws. And then what I did is I'm going to leave a couple of inches, because this is the bit that's suspended, so we want to leave a little bit of length there. And then take my round nose pliers and I put them to about a third in, and then bend the wire, and then bend it back over. And then I'm leaving my round nose pliers in there, and then just bending my wire back around again. You see?
I like that look.
And obviously, like I say, you would do this a lot more tidily than I am.
I like that it's kind of looks organic and flowing.
a bit kind of rustic, really,
Yeah,
isn't it?
a bit
you
Vivienne
can
Westwood.
see- Vivienne Westwood, yeah.
She
we
does
like
everything
that.
quirky.
I'll take Vivienne Westwood.
Take
Jenny,
Vivienne Westwood
thank
and
you.
run with her.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So you can see there, you've got a loop for your earring wire, and then you have your wires, which look quite sultry.
I quite
actually,
like
hanging
them,
down
but
like
they're not
that.
going to be comfortable if you wear them in the ears like that, are they?
Stabbing you because that's a new fashion. Beauty is pain. And
Actually, that is true. In my instance, if it hurts, it'll make you more beautiful.
yes, that's true. And I'm going to trim a little bit of these off, because we don't want all of that. And I'm going to trim the slightly different lengths because I'm going to coil them up.
Again, using the all-important tools. Don't forget that deal on your tools today. And you know what? $18.95. I know all the kids. Well, I mean, my kids were off for half term last week, but most kids around. And Gemma Crow's son was off last weekend in Gloucestershire, the only kids that would seem to holiday early. Actually, most kids are on holiday right now, and we have got Natalia's beautiful daughter, and she likes to jewellery make with you, Stella does, doesn't she?
And what she does is she critiques. So I've made something, and then she'll come in at the end and she'll go, actually, you need to add this to it.
That's what I love about kids.
Genius.
They're so they come in and they're so honest. I'll go up to Mia and go, do I look ridiculous in this outfit? She'll go, yes, take it off.
Yeah.
I'll put something else on, she'll go, now you can go out the door.
Yeah, and
you know?
so if they say you look nice, you know you look really hot.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, mummy, that looks nice. Really? Oh my gosh. Anyway, my point is $18.95. If you have got kids at home with you right now, maybe you want to sort of get creating with them. I always think it's such a lovely thing to do. I know a lot of the boys like doing it as well. Max likes to make the leather cord if he thinks that they're cool, especially if we can involve some kind of skull in that, then that's all good and fine. You know, think about polymer clay and things like that. Kids absolutely love doing things like that. For $18.95, you've got an affordable way of doing something together. How much does it cost you to take your kids out on a day out?
Ridiculous.
Unbelievably ridiculous. I mean, it's the best part of £100 for me, just going out of the door if I've got the kids. And I think if you can sit in on a rainy day and you can do something creative, I think that's very, very healthy for them, isn't it?
Better than watching TV.
Well, indeed.
So
although they can watch Jewellery Maker because this is creative.
Oh yeah, well that's different, isn't it? It's educational.
Indeed.
And it's fun. It's
Indeed.
A bit bonkers, which we like to.
Well, yeah.
So my final flourish, that's you, not me.
How dare you? It's true, I'll take it.
And so the final flourish is to just take these bits of wire that are left and to just turn them and to just, you know, keep wrapping.
That's
and
therapeutic,
coiling.
that, for me.
Yeah, and then just, you know, take the side of your pliers and just twist to turn them into little loops.
Fabulous.
And just squash it down on top of there. And just however they sit, really, is how they look good. And it doesn't need to be... See, I don't do wire in this kind of very Rachel Norris and Laura Binding kind of structural, intentional kind of way. Mine's unintentional.
Yours is Viv. Yours is Viv. Vivienne Westwood style. You got Westwood style.
I'm going to cut a little bit more of that one so we have.
The thing is, though, Natalia, I think it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be a certain way with your jewellery making. And this is the thing. I mean, if everybody was the same, there'd be no such thing as design. There'd be no such thing as different. It would be life would be very boring if everyone did everything exactly the same.
Use that as my mantra.
Well, you should. That's what I tell my family. I know you think I'm insane, but if I was normal, you'd be bored with me already.
And I'd say, if you think, you know, you want perfect wire work, you ain't going to get it here.
but for me, that is perfect. I love that quirky, edgy kind of look. I like the way that it's not all neat and tidy. And actually, our personalities aren't probably all neat and tidy.
Absolutely.
We're erratic. We're here, there, and we're everywhere. And I like that. It's fun. It's spontaneous, but it's still fab.
Yeah.
Still fab.
Absolutely.
And that could be on a brooch. That could be a matching pendant to the earrings now.
Yes.
And actually, it's a lot easier than you think, isn't it? Can we just hold that up? There we go. How gorgeous is that?
And
I love it. I think it's quite nice. I do think it's
like
neat
a little
and tidy.
fleur-de-lis rather than a flower. So
it is actually. You're right. It is like a fleur-de-lis. Gorge 10, £18.95. I've got a fabulous addition to the kit. Where's it gone? Where's my pie? Right, gone. Oh, you want me back over there, do you?
Off you go.
Let's
it's
do it
all
by
set
myself.
up for you. Oh no, it's
just confusing me. They give it me, they take it away. They give it me, they take it away. Look at this.
Isn't that's goddess-like, isn't it? When you put them all together like that, all the different shapes. How gorgeous.
That is gorgeous. Have a look. I'm just going to run across. Oh, can I grab the burnt orange strand from the kit? Because I just think that is so summery. The burnt oranges and the golds, and maybe mixing some imperial blue jasper in there, be very Spanish, wouldn't it?
It makes you want to grab a maxi dress and just make something and wear it straight away, doesn't it?
Definitely. Well, I'd wear them like that.
I would.
Whoops.
Yeah, I love that. A whole mixing and clashing of the different shapes and the different sizes and all bundled up like that.
It reminds me of sort of Roman goddess. Have you ever watched the film Gladiator? That beautiful woman who wears this kind of, and the lovely long, what are they called, those kinds of, well, a maxi dress kind of
like
thing.
A toga.
Yeah, I think it looks beautiful.
Just take you right back in time, doesn't it?
I love that film. Is it? I love, but the costume, I love that whole, I love the whole look, where the women were all beautiful and glamorous. And
very feminine, long hair, flowing robes.
And hair up with beautiful hair combs, vintage. Oh, just it's stunning.
And if it didn't have the big necklace, you know, that finished the outfit off, didn't it? It's in fact the first thing that they put on in the morning is one of those big chokers.
Yeah, amazing. Those big, elaborate pieces of jewellery to show off your riches, wasn't it, in those days, you know? And these are rich colours. Thank you, my darling. These are very, very rich colours indeed. Now, look. I just think adding that splash of colour, very low stock, this pyrite, is a perfect addition. I just think that's very Spanish. I'd now add that imperial jasper that we had earlier on. Do you remember that? For our early bird, I think that just going in there as well would look stunning. Have you ever been to Barcelona?
I haven't, no.
These colours are everywhere, the golds, the terracottas and the bright blues. Kind of Moroccan as well,
That's the Gaudi thing.
Yeah, of course, Oh, it's amazing, you should go.
Yeah, I've got it on my list.
But it's so cheap at the moment as well. Anyway, let's not talk about holidays because we'll be like, right, come on, let's go right now. I'm going to show you these strands individually, just take them off. Have a look. It's just all the texture, like you said, and really making a big feature out of the fact that you've got that lovely antique gold, which I think looks very, very expensive. So you've got, it is very vintage, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I love that you've got all the different shapes and sizes. You got the rounds. I always think one strand of pyrite is never the same as the next shape. You got a shape that's different. You'll actually see that the finish is different because of the coins there. Now those are ultra Roman goddess, aren't they? And then you've got the squares, and they almost have a matte finish. They're not frosted or blasted or anything like that. It's just the shape of them gives you that different type of luster. And you have a look. The smaller balls almost look more of a silvery, more of a platinum gold. Platinum. I meant platinum.
Also reflective, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I think one of the first things I learnt about colour was, you know, that different coloured metals suit different skin tones, but that pyrite has a pewter look to it, and that's flattering for every skin tone. Because it's neither gold nor silver. It's that kind of dull, kind of bronzy colour, which is so harmonious.
Platinum does the same kind of thing. We should drape ourselves in platinum.
But the next best thing is pyrite. So
yes, because I can't afford platinum. This is much better. Are you ready for another wicked deal? You've got the squares at 10mm, the pyrite rounds at 8mm. You've also got 6mm rounds, and the gunmetal coated pyrite graduated plain rounds are 3 to 5mm. We've got less than 30 of these remaining, so you do need to be as quick as you possibly can. Fool's Gold. GDG C37, £14 and 95 pence for
It's a genius idea,
strands.
Isn't it? To put all of those together like that. It's just absolutely fantastic.
Unbelievable price tag as well, just over £4 a strand.
Do you know, it's a good job I'm not watching at home today.
£3, just under £4.
Everything that you've had on the show today, I would have had it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good job you're sat here then, because you'd be...
It's a good job I'm working.
It ain't payday yet. £14 and 95 pence for you. Please act fast. These are now very, very limited. Don't forget, we just gave you an incredible deal. A bit of a silly deal, actually. A deal that didn't really make any sense, but it's great for you, so get on your phone notes. Now, I'm not just talking to new customers, of course, even though we have had a big influx of new customers, and it's so lovely to have you on board here at Jewellery Maker. Welcome to the Jewellery Maker family. But also, I'm talking to anybody who is thinking about maybe branching out a little bit. Maybe you're thinking, now's the time to do my jewellery making parties. Now's the time to get myself booked in on that summer stand or at that spring fair on the stand there. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I want to get into bridal jewellery, I want to go and visit the bride. you always need your tools. I was speaking to Debbie Welford the other day and she said she probably replenishes her tools every year, but she has about 3 or 4 separate kits. One's always in the car, in a box with certain items. One she takes out with her to do workshops and things like that. One's at home, and then one she'll bring in here. So I think, you know, it is important to have lots of different tools, and if you're working with different wires and things, you will have one set of tools that is specifically for things like wire and one set of tools for everything else. Now, this is our larger toolkit, which on its own is £15.95. It includes 10 tools, which involve your round nose pliers, your crimping tools, your square-ended flat nose pliers, your bead measurer, your snips, your scoop and tweezer tool. You've got your reamer that accommodates 3 different rasping tools, 3 or 4 different rasping tools actually. Your regular reamer, you've got your dolphin nose flat nose pliers, also known as chain nose pliers, and you've got your nippers. All of that for £14.95, which is £1 cheaper than your regular price tag. Now you will also get for free your tool rest. So you're getting a cheaper deal and a free gift in your tool rest. There's nothing, but you need your special code to get this, EVGC71 at just £14.95. You're making a saving and getting a free gift in your tool rest. It's a perfect gift for a friend as well that's just getting into jewellery making for £15. And don't forget, we've all seen tools for over that. I've seen tools for that at one tool in that craft shop.
We have, and you know, when I first started making jewellery, I went on the course, and the lady who ran the course, she had one of those. So I got back and I was trying to find one and I couldn't. I was searching the internet everywhere. I'm so glad I started selling those.
Yeah, and it's great because it comes in a case. Yeah. Otherwise, you've just got them loose. It comes readily in that case, which is invaluable in itself. Now, do you know what? You've got the tools, you've got the kit, you're ready to jewellery make. Let's take some inspiration from your fellow jewellery makers on the Wall of Fame.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756, Freesat 807 or Freeview Channel 43.
Time to look at your incredibly inspiring designs on the Wall of Fame. Thank you so much for sending them all through to us. Now, you're going to start. Now, I love what you've got here, number 844. Using wire twisted in kind of the tiara technique, but putting on a bracelet. It looks wonderful.
Fine, but then asymmetric as well.
Yeah.
Throw that in the mix. So we've got 844 here. Look at this. Isn't that amazing?
I love
Somebody's really thought outside the box there. So who's this? This is Amy. And she says, I use tourmaline chips which I graduated in colour using the hair vine technique and black agate rounds. It also features a sterling silver heart toggle clasp and pendant. Oh, that's what we've got going on at the bottom here. Everything from JM. Unfortunately, the light doesn't do it justice, but I hope you like it.
I love it.
Amy. Love that because I love to see different things, you know. Sex and the City 2. Miranda wears this asymmetric necklace in that. You've got to see that when they're sitting in the golf course having breakfast.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
I
love, you know, from then on.
I get time for telly.
Oh, well, you need to make time.
I do, it's
jewellery,
true.
There's jewellery to be inspired by in that film.
Indeed, you're right, actually. I'm going to go and look it up.
Yes, do that.
Google images. 843. Is this a ladder weave? Or?
Yes, yeah, it is. It's really
it looks like the gemstones are holding on to.
It's 3-dimensional.
It's beautiful. Number 843. It's from Caroline in East Sussex. And Caroline says, I love this. Please find my entry, a bracelet made with sage, amethyst, clear quartz and some mystic coated seed beads. Might try it with some large white pearls as wedding jewellery. Just got my tiara and fascinator kit through, so yes, so we'll be having a play with that. Currently setting up a spring market, so I will be having a play, so I can sell some more to make room. Well done and good luck. We'll try some stuff out for that, methinks. I love to all. And stick with it, you guys. Caroline from East Sussex. Caroline, good luck with your spring fair. Well done. It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. I like to see all these different techniques coming through. It's fantastic. Now, this one is going to knock your socks off. Look at that. We're talking about spring, fresh, gorgeous.
Maxi dress.
Yes, 842. Isn't that absolutely stunning.
It's beautiful.
And so simple as well, but the colour mix and everything. Now this is actually upside down, so I'm going to have to flip it over. Sorry about that. This is 842.
And now it's a tiara.
It's a dress. And this is from Claire in Honiton. Now that's Devon, isn't it?
Honiton? I don't know.
I think it's that kind of part of the world. And she says, hi team, here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame featuring rose quartz marquise, rose quartz rice beads, clear quartz rounds and tiny purple jasper spaces, all from JM. Hope you like it. We love it, Claire. And still checking every day for the white wire. Hope I don't miss it.
Listen, I've spoken to Lord Oxbury about that. We're waiting for it to come in the building. They keep saying, yeah, it's been shipped. Soon as there's white wire, we'll make sure you know about it. I'm very excited.
Write your name in white wire, Claire.
Yeah, definitely. 841. Gorgeous, juicy colours. Beautiful with those bright, bold blues. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And I'm just going to turn it around because I need to read it. Hello, JM. I love you guys. We love you too, Ali from Hertford. I have attached a photo of a bracelet and matching earrings I made. I'm very pleased with them. What do you think? I love them. I absolutely love them. That's Ali from Hertford. They're gorgeous.
Yeah,
Keep it
so
up,
lovely,
my darlings.
isn't it?
Now, you've got one more.
I've got 840.
Wrapping is incredible.
Isn't it gorgeous? A bit of chain, a bit of wire going on there. So I just flip it to the side here. And this is from Lori. I won't pronounce this is her surname, Klimaszewska. I hope I said that
lovely.
right. Lori Klimaszewska. And she says, Dear Jewellery Maker, please would you consider the attached offering for the Wall of Fame? I made this for a friend's 60th birthday present for this month using JM Lavender Amethyst faceted rounds, dark purple amethyst rounds, some of which are wrapped in JM wire and finished off with JM findings. Many thanks and best wishes. Thank you, Laurie, with a beautiful exotic sounding surname.
That's gorgeous.
Oops.
Now look what I'm going to give to you after the break. Don't you think this is like fresh snow glistening on it when it's really sunny, but it's snowed and it all sparkles?
Or like, you know, the glitter icing on a Christmas cake, isn't it? Like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the most beautiful strands ever. Look at that sparkle. I've never seen a strand like it. In fact, this is the first time this is an absolute Jewellery Maker premiere. You've never, ever seen pearlescent chalcedony before. It's coming up for you after this.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com. Or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmoat, Redditch, B989HF.
Join Jewellery Maker on the 25th of February for our Fashion Focus show, where we will be focusing on classic connections. Guest designer Laura Binding will be taking you through some great techniques to get amazing classic fashion looks. Be inspired and get ready for your spring and summer collections. The Fashion Focus show, 25th of February on Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
You need to be on the phone lines now because this is an extremely limited strand, an absolute exclusive. I bring to you the launch of a brand new gemstone here to us at Jewellery Maker, never seen before. Pearlescent chalcedony. Now, a warning before I show you any more of this incredible gemstone that we are absolutely limited in the stock of this. It's the only strand we've ever had. It's the only strand Paula has been able to get hold of. And I just know that you're going to adore it. Now, if you look at this strand now and you've fallen in love with it, my advice to you is to buy 2 of these, especially if you're doing bridal jewellery, because we've never, ever had it before, and I never know when we're going to have it again, and that's a big if. Now let's have a look at what you're getting. Look at that sparkle. Unbelievably beautiful, mesmerizing. Imagine these twinkling suspended from a tiara. Already 30 of these have been allocated. I would definitely allow it to move on a bridal tiara. Absolutely breathtaking, glistening, shining with the most incredible pearlescence. This is one of the sparkliest strands we've ever seen. We've only got a very limited amount of these. You need to make sure you're buying in bulk if you've fallen in love with this strand. Remember, you've always got that 30-day money-back guarantee. You can send it back if you don't love it. But believe me, not only are you going to love it, you're going to want more. More. I haven't got lots. So get your stash now. You won't regret it. I cannot wait to see your Wall of Fame entries on this. If you've got that bridal commission, you need this strand because it's going to glisten like amazing, just beautiful glistening snow. If you grab this strand and you buy more than one, you're going to use it. You're going to wish you'd bought 3, 4, 5 of them. Look at that. Look at the glisten. Look at the sparkle. I need to let you know that already a quarter of the stock has been allocated. Where would you put these, Natalia? So special.
Oh, they are, aren't they? I mean, you know, I can imagine the tiara just looking, you'd have the tiara of the century, wouldn't you? It'd be fit for a princess. And so many of you are so clever with your wire work techniques, and I can only imagine what kind of Wall of Fame entries we'd have with that.
I'm thinking if you want to make a really delicate necklace to go with the tiara, and I'm also thinking put some pearls in with this.
Yeah, some really small pearls. I had some beautiful rice pearls last week, and that would go
yes, they would
really
look
well.
stunning with those. Now, it's not, of course, just about bridal jewellery. You could make that really special jewellery that you want to wear out to a certain occasion. It's always going to be delicate. It's always going to be beautiful. What about working with wire? And putting these in with your wire, your big elaborate wire work pieces. Let them glisten. These could go in earrings, let them dangle, let them move, let the light. These, let's give you a price tag. Do you know what? We're very limited. Half the stock's been allocated. We haven't even given you your price tag. If you're shopping online, you've got to check out your baskets. I know that this is going to sell out. Be as quick as you can. I hope that you're lucky with it. WZG K34, 140 carats for $17.95. If I was giving you this strand at $28.95, at $29.95, I know that you would still want it at $17.95. Here's an encouragement for you to buy 2. But remember, now is probably the only time you're ever going to get this strand. I definitely think this is going to sell out. So please make sure, if this is something you think, I'm going to use that, I'm going to love it, you're going to wish you bought more than one, grab 2. You've got that 30-day money-back guarantee on everything that you buy from us here at jewellerymaker.com. Over half the stock has been allocated now. 65% of the entire stock of this strand has gone and sold out. It's so lovely to have your company here at Jewellery Maker. We got less than 50 of these left now. Please make sure you're checking out baskets 0800 644 655 or the W's.jewellerymaker.com. WZG K34 is your item code. These gorgeous, twinkling, sparkling pearl chalcedonies are 8x4 to 10 by 5 millimeters. I cannot wait to see the tiaras, the fascinators, the earrings, the rings, the delicate, beautiful pendants. These are coated pearl chalcedonies, and this is an absolutely exclusive launch of a brand new gemstone here to us at Jewellery Maker. We've seen chalcedony before. We have never seen pearlescent chalcedony, coated pearl chalcedony. Now, these have gone extremely limited. They do look like they're going to sell out in the next couple of minutes. There are 3-minute queues on the phone lines. Please bear with them. It's a free phone number. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Well done to everybody that's got theirs. We're going to leave those with you. I'll keep you updated. It does look like there's, if you haven't checked out your baskets, you are in a competition with the phone lines right now. Now, in half an hour's time, there or thereabouts, I've got for you a brand new collector's Trilliant box. If you're thinking about working with silver clay, you need this Trilliant box. A gem collector's collection coming up just after midday. Now, I've got for you an 8-strand mega bundle. Can I just say, we've not had hardly any coral, have we, for ages? What an amazing colour this is. I love that colour. Can I try that on as a necklace? I love that. I'd wear that just as a necklace. Oh, I love it. Does it, Claire, that's what I was thinking, because blues, Claire was saying, oh, I love that with your dress. I love blues and oranges together. They are so fashionable right now, aren't they? Aren't they wonderful? They're striking. For a small gemstone, it makes a striking effect, doesn't it? I love this. I absolutely adore this. When was the last time we saw coral in this fabulous colour? This strand is absolutely for your colour blocking. It's the only strand we've got like it. It's beautiful, isn't it, Natalia?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I love that colour. Hannah Bennett's got a nail varnish that colour, haven't you, Hannah? Just 2 nails, because she couldn't decide. Look. Do you know what, Hannah? You need to do, if you're going to do the red and the coral colour, you need to make some jewellery out of these 2 strands. Hannah's going to a party. It's exactly. You do. She's going, oh my goodness, I do need that. Yeah, you do, because she's got an American accent all of a sudden. Now you've also got your pyrite rounds. Oh, I love this. I love it. Golden obsidian rounds. And look at that. Look at that. This is the best quality golden obsidian. Look at that. Can you see? Fabulous golds coming from there. Then you've got tiger's eye, or toiger's eye, as the Brummies call it. Oh, you come to steal it, have you, Bennett? Yeah, go for it. Then you've got the bright pink fuchsia agate. This is gorgeous. This is a beautiful bundle. I love it. Colour Blockorama. That's what it should be called. Look at this. And with those Jasper plain rounds of 4mm, you've got to have this. The ultimate summer collection. Have you seen how a lot of people are wearing stretchy bracelets of lots of tiny gemstones? Loads and loads and loads of them building up. Pretty and petite. 8-strand mega bundle. Let me give you the dimensions of this wonderful 8-strand pack. 60 carats in your pyrite rounds, they're 4mm. 100 carats in that fabulous tiger's eye, 6mm. The black agate tubes. Where are my black agate tubes? Where are my black agate tubes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, what a fool I am. I am such a nana. Black agate tubes. I was like, what black agate tubes? I am a huge donut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Right, okay. So, these will go beautifully with the coral. Is that a brand new strand? Look at those 2 together. They're fab. Okay, so I'll start again. Your black agate tubes are 2x4. Those are lush, aren't they? 90 carats of your pink banded agate rounds at 6mm. 50 carats of grey picture jasper rounds, they're 4mm. Red coral centre drilled flat coins, 2x4. 80 carats of golden obsidian, 6mm. What was it Natalia called? Wonderlab. It's so Wonderlab. That is so Wonderlab. I'd never heard of that. I need to get with the programme, don't I? I can almost see my daughter rolling her eyes to the sky. If you were to buy all of these individually, you'd be paying, well, the best part of £40, let's face it. We hardly ever get small gemstones like this. We hardly ever get coral. This is the only strand in this wonderful colour. Look with that blue background. How fab is that colour with blue? I love that. Oh, you've got to have it. You've got to have it. £22.95. What was it, the best part of £40 if you to buy them all individually? £22.95 if you buy them all together. Very, very low stock of this. So please make sure you're as quick as you can be. Hardly ever have these mega bundles. You've got to get him in right now before Hannah runs down the stairs and stops us. Have a look at that. Not because she's mean, but because she knows that once all of these are gone, we'll have no more small gemstones in stock. And she likes to keep her stock. £22.95 is your price tag. 0800 644 655 or the www.jewellerymaker.com. CHGC63 is your item code. Stay where you are. We're going to continue shopping with. So we're getting the aluminium beads. As now, you know what's going to happen. Right, hang on a minute. I don't know how to do this without making a massive crashing sound. Claire's got a photo. I'll just take a couple of them out. To where you go in. Don't think so, my darling. Now have a look at all of the. Who did this? Who sat there for hours? How many have we got all together? 400. Was it you, Tom? Sat neatly rowing every single one. Was it you, Hannah? It was you? She went, yeah, no. I was busy painting my nails. Have a look at these. I don't know who it was, probably Chloe. All different sizes. Now, if you're looking at these beads and thinking, what am I going to do with these? There are quite a few things you can do. First thing that springs to my mind is your Shambhala style bracelets. Now, you know Mark Smith, he's one of our fantastic designers here, and he does some incredible things with his macrame. Now, Mark sells his Shambhala bracelets, and he says to me, the lowest price tag for a Shambhala bracelet is £15. He will use around 4 to 5 beads in each Shambhala style bracelet, and he'll charge £15. How many of these have we got? No, how many beads in total? 400. So if you put 4 in each bracelet, you'd have 100 bracelets. 100 times 15 is £1,500. It's a no-brainer. Yes, yes, yes. I told you I'm getting better at maths. I mean, it was an easy one. Suddenly I've got good at it. It's only because I don't know why. I've been eating sunflower seeds. That's the only difference. Maybe they make you clever. I'm not making any claims. I'm just saying. Now, 400 of these. So what I am saying to you is it's a profit maker perhaps for you, especially if you're doing Shambhala style. I love this aluminium. It's sturdy, it's shiny. Love the patterns on them. It's not just, we've got some photographs apparently of some fabulous jewelry that's been made with these incredible aluminium beads. Have a little look-see at this. That's really monochrome. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, the matching. Oh, I see. It's got rose quartz. Beautiful. Natalia, have you ever used these, my darling?
I have, yes. I've had them in some kits that I've had before, and they're really good fun because the holes are so big.
Yeah.
You can get, even doing kumahimo, you can get the braid through them.
Kumahimo?
Kumahimo.
Kumahimo. So you can get these onto Makuma Mahimo?
Yes, you can, yeah. And you know, it's great if you get cord.
You've done some Makuma Mahimo for today.
I have, it's coming up later.
So you can put that through for. What about if you did something like a Viking weave or something like that? They'd go there?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
The larger ones would, wouldn't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think the steely grey ones, those big steely grey ones, could go in masculine jewellery actually? So we've discussed how this could easily be a profit maker for you. Definitely my opinion that's true. You've got 400 of these. They're going to go ever such a long way. But also think about the fact it's half term right now for a lot of schools. How about allowing the kids to play with some of these? Give them some of the bright colours. Estella, I'm sure, would love these. 10 pence a bead? Is that how much we're going for? How much would that be? £10, wouldn't it? Would it? Oh, yeah. You've confused me. If they were 10p each by 4, so it would be 40 quid. £4. I don't understand where you're going with this. You're confusing me. I was great at maths till you started putting numbers in my head. But you also ruined it. Ruined my reputation for being cleverer than I was yesterday. Less than a penny a bead? How can you do that? How can you do that and we can still make any... $24.95, that's less than a penny a bead for 400 beads. Are you sure that's right? 0.06p. No, you've... £24.95. Don't get close while I'm concentrating because I do that wrinkly thing with my forehead. £24.95 for 400 beads. Unbelievable. What a deal. You've confused my little brain. 24, that's not right. You've not worked that out right. It's not, you've not calculated, you've not tapped it into the calculator. They're a penny each, they'd be £4. They're 6p each, you fool, I told you. See, there I was arguing, you know, you're stupid, Jenny, you, Kim. See, this is why Jenny can't do maths, because I start getting good and they start messing with my mind. $24.95, 4p per bead. You massive bleep! Well done. Oh, there are 3-minute queues on the phone lines. We do have some fun here in the mornings, don't we? Please don't forget to text us through. If we've got any text messages, Kim can never work the text button. So if you're in frantically texting us, she's going to have a look in a minute. Text us in because she's going to have a look in a minute. 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. If you've got any questions for the gorgeous Natalia, if you want to know anything, then perhaps give us a text. We can go in and speak to Gemma as well. And we're going to give you some information on what's coming up, very exciting, in the next few days.
Jewellery Maker on the 25th of February for our Fashion Focus show, where we will be focusing our attention on classic connections. Guest designer Laura Binding will be taking you through some great techniques to get amazing classic fashion looks. Be inspired and get ready for your spring and summer collections. The Fashion Focus show, 25th of February on Jewellery Maker.
Picture of Debbie. She looks ultra sophisticated in that picture. And she'd make a great model, actually. You can imagine her in the catalogue. Just, oh, that's why, is it? She's brilliant at posing. I want to have a look at that. Oh, what a beautiful lady she is. She was well fit, was she, Tom? She still is. Have a look at what I've got for you. Imperial Topaz coming up for you later on in today's show. I am uber excited about that, you know. At 12 o'clock, I think we don't use the word uber enough. I'm going to use it. I'm uber excited about this. You know I'm uber excited about the silver clay. We have got trillion cuts. Do you know, we've got so many wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things coming up for you in the show. You mustn't move a muscle, because if you do, blink and you could miss something fabulous. Now, we've also got, we've got the most amazing deal on silver clay. They won't let me use the fire, which I think is quite, I begged yesterday, didn't I? Please, Hannah Oxbury, may I start the torch up? No, she said, there is zero chance. I did once in Germany set fire to a set with a what was it? A smoke extractor that I was trying to sell on German TV. It ended badly. A smoke chamber, that's what it was. Yeah, and it was an extractor, and it was to show you how brilliant it was at drawing the smoke in, and it just went woof. Didn't go back there ever again. It was like actually I had bad times in Germany. It's the time they put the security barrier down on me and it hit me in the nose and knocked me out. It really hurt. That did hurt. My friend Dagmar, who it was so embarrassing. It was one of the biggest TV stations and I couldn't get in. It was like, how do you get in? And then I saw this Porsche. Said to Dagmar, we're running behind that Porsche because the barrier will go up. She's like, no, Jenny, because she's German. That's how she talks. And I was like, Dagmar, run! And we ran, and they went with a barrier, bang, straight on my nose, and I went boof. And I was covered in blood, and Dagmar's there going, I'm not going on air. I refuse to do it. You have to get up off the floor. This is me being Dagmar. I got up, wiped my nose. They were like, what were you doing? And I was like, trying to get in. Stupid English girl, they said. Have a look. What Ed's just brought down for us. That did hurt. That's why I've got a big bump in my nose. I broke it. Ed's just bought this manager's special down. When you hear this alarm, it's coming up for you. Ed's a cheeky one. We've also got our silver clay. If you want to create fabulous jewellery, and for me, it's a dream of becoming a jeweller when you work with silver clay. I'm definitely going to be working with Natalia on one of her workshops. I say working with, I mean more of being a complete and utter burden. Have a look. And nuisance. Can I put my finger on it if it glows?
Jenny, I can teach anybody silver clay.
Oh, really?
Trust me.
Bring the challenge on.
You will be a genius by the end of the day.
I can't wait for your next workshop.
Yeah.
When is your next silver clay workshop?
It is a good question. I can't remember.
We'll find out for you the next silver clay workshop.
I think it's March.
March?
It's early March, yeah.
As long as it's not Gold Cup week, I'm there.
Okay.
Going to Gold Cup, Han? You should. You can come with me, of course you can. Now, we have got, so the silver clay is coming up for you. Don't forget those trillion cut gemstones. Our high-end kit for the day is absolutely, oh my goodness, the elements that you get. You've got a strand of beautiful, oh look at this tourmaline. If you bought the tear-shaped tourmaline that we had earlier, this is a wonderful addition to that. Ooh, I love that size of gemstone. They're just so versatile. Got amazing in clusters. Denim blue in your sodalite. They're 8mm rounds. Then you've got your shell donuts. Look at these, look at these, look at these. Wow, I love that printed shell. It's so, they remind me of a Ming vase. So artistic. Now I want to show you what else you get with this kit because it gets more and more fabulous by the second. You get chain in this kit. Look, I love this. I just love it. So you get 3 lots of it, 2 lots of it. Have a look at the link chain that you get. I adore this chain. Is this solid sterling silver? I think it is. I think this is solid sterling silver. You've also got, believe me, it's amazing. Oh, by the way, have a look. Have a look. You've got solid sterling silver findings with this kit. You've got 42 solid sterling silver findings. We've got silver on copper chain. We have got 14 coils of bracelet memory wire. You've also got, oh my goodness, you've got loads. You've also got your your ribbon ends with your lobster claw clasps and your chain. This is craziness. You've got your deep blue beading thread, your stainless steel beading thread, your clear elastic. You've got 10 meters of ribbon. You've got 10 organza gift bags in that blue. These chains are fabulous. You're going to just love Natalia's jewellery. You're going to want it in your life. Are you ready? Look at the gemstone strands. You've got tourmaline. You've got those wonderful shell donuts. Let's talk dimensions of those as well. Those shell are amazing in rings. They are so fabulous as a feature piece in your jewellery. Your eyes are drawn straight to them, and you know, Natalia was talking earlier about how the way the eyes sort of scan your jewellery and they look for a focal point. Well, most definitely those shell are that, aren't they? The floral blue and white shell coins are 25 millimetres, 120 carats, and your blue sewed like those denim blues are perfect. 8mm multicoloured tourmaline plain rounds at 4mm, perfect if you bought that Gems of Distinction strand this morning. 12mm in your shell donuts. They look great rosary style. 50 meters of dark blue beading thread, 14 coils of bracelet memory wire and a 0.6. 10 meters of royal blue organza ribbon, 10 of your royal blue organza gift bags, 4 of your silver on copper ribbon cord ends with extender and lobster claw clasps. You've got your chain with 21mm round and 8mm round links, and your chain with 21mm round and 25 by 14mm oval links. Try us out. Solid sterling silver findings, 42 of them, eye pins, head pins, shepherd's hooks, your large and small jump rings, your crimp beads, and your spring lock clasps. Unbelievable, the value of this kit. It's called Cast a Spell. You've got £50 worth of jewellery in this, of elements in this kit, but we're not going to charge you anywhere near, we're not even going to charge you £30. You need to be on the phone lines quick. HOGC15 is your item code, £24 in life. You've got solid sterling silver. The findings alone are worth $14.95. You've got solid sterling silver findings. You've got your bracelet memory wire. You've got 2 lots of chain. This value is incredible. You're getting it for half the price than if you were to shop for it individually. What a great opportunity. Let's go across to our very talented and gorgeous designer, Natalia, for some more wonderful inspiration and a demonstration on exactly how we can get creative with this kit. Let's take a look at the wonderful gemstones that are included. Look at that shell, you're drawn to it. Can you see? Beautiful. Now, Natalia, what about that shell? Powerful, incredible.
I love it. And do you know, it reminded me of when I was a little girl, my mum used to collect Wedgwood plates.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of that as soon as I saw it, and I just love it.
Me
really
too.
comforting.
It's got that kind of sort of Ming vase blue and white look about it, hasn't it? And blue's so popular at the moment. It's a big colour. Think about, now you've done your Kumehimo.
And whenever I get a ribbon, I always turn it into a braid because
it's the best thing, I think.
Well, yeah, because you can use a ribbon, but also, you know, it makes the gemstones go so much further. I love to put the little stretchy bails on there to decorate it.
Do you know what? I think with that ribbon as well, you get the look of quite a nice chunky piece of jewellery. Yeah. It's super lightweight. It's super lightweight.
And you know, you can sew through it as well.
Yeah, I know.
I love doing that.
With monofilament, you could sew some of that gorgeous tourmaline through there. You know what? You know, because it is so lightweight, it's great for wearing on a hot summer's day. So on holiday in heat, I think it looks amazing. Yeah. What do you want to make out of it, Claire? Anklets out of Kumehimo. Make your ankles look skinnier, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and very young look that as well, isn't it? Very good.
I love that. Now I love the charm bracelet. That is just beautiful, isn't it?
I love this kit because it had so many interesting little additions to it. So it had this lovely chain, which I've had quite a lot of the big chunky outer, like the Tom Jones chain.
Tom Jones?
Yeah, a bit 70s chain.
Oh.
But this is very elegant, very sleek, isn't it? And,
I know what you're on about, yeah, the big gold ones.
Yeah,
and this one's different because it's got that lovely, it has got a more of an elegance to it, you're right.
It has, yes, and you've got the smaller, you know, components of it. And then you've got there as well, and the sterling silver findings, which was such a treat. Always nice to find those in a kit, and I know everybody's going to be so happy about that because
I know,
that's what
because people have been asking for it,
isn't
but quite simply, gold and silver is so expensive right now, we just can't keep giving you the prices that you expect, and including solid sterling silver. Right now, we're really, really overstretching it by putting that silver into you, but you deserve a treat now and then.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Well, you deserve a treat every day, but this one's extra special, isn't it? Now, I love the 3-strand weave using that coloured beading thread. Now, for me, the coloured beading thread has of jewellery, and I love the white and the blue. The contrast is very summery to me.
Oh, so beautiful, isn't it? And there's something about nautical. Yes, you know, there's the navy and white stripes in the shops at the moment. That whole military kind of nautical feel. So I think that's just such a great kit for this year for all of the colours that are very current.
Me too, I think that's stunning. And that shell, it's powerful, it's wow factor.
It is. I love shell. I really do love shell. I love the prints that you get on it, and you know, I haven't had anything as bright and bold as this. I've had some of the animal print ones which I really like, but I love this one.
It's the blue, isn't it? Electric blues, and then those lovely sort of sky blues behind it. Well, deep blues, and you've got a really pretty pair of rosary style earrings which are very nautical. Those are super nautical, those are.
They're cute.
They are.
Just throw them in, put them with a white t-shirt, navy blazer. Away you go.
Yeah.
Style statement.
Oh, I'm going to go and do that said outfit, actually. Let's have a look at you. Okay. They're going, come on, Jenny, stop chatting, get on with it. All right.
Take us out of your wardrobe, back to the studio. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to do the little memory wire earrings. And these remind me, Beyonce's really big at the moment. She wears earrings like this. If Beyonce had this kit, she'd say, make me a pair of earrings.
Absolutely. Do you know what? That advert with her in that amazing outfit, the basket. Oh, she's fabulous, isn't she?
She is, yeah. So I mean, this is my little nod to Beyonce. And so really easy to make these. I love doing earrings out of the memory wire, and you can make so many of them as well. So what you would do is find a coil.
Natalia, they look quite cool like that.
They do, don't they? It reminds me of my mum in the 70s with a real caftan, and she used to have big hoop earrings.
My mum used to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
crazy
so
women,
embarrassing.
My mum used to embarrass me by turning up to pick me up from school with Mohicans and things like that.
I know, my mum.
Can you imagine?
No.
My mum was the most embarrassing mother in the world. She was everything. She was a mod. She was a rocker. She was a hippie.
I can't imagine you coming from a home like that, you know?
You can't? You can imagine. I used to say to my mum, why can't you just go to Tupperware parties like Sue Pearson, who was Amy Pearson's mum, who always used to host.
Oh, we all had an Amy Pearson. Yeah, the posh one.
Yeah, I wanted to be Amy Pearson because her mum was normal.
Yeah, well, you know.
I love her now. Now I'm glad.
These things happen. So anyway, going back to my Beyonce earrings, I don't know how we got onto Amy Pearson from there. And
you want to Amy
Pearson's? Yeah, we love you, Amy. And just cutting a coil off from there so you can see. And what I've done then is I've threaded my beads onto there because it does take a little while to do. So I've pre-done that. Or actually, I have to admit, Estella did that for me. Because she will tell me later, she'll say, you said you did it and it wasn't.
Yeah, mummy, yeah.
I'm so mean.
Incorrect. Okay. No, my daughter would do it. And my daughter would do it while I was on air. Actually, no, mummy.
Come across.
That's me for you.
So how to finish these off, what you do is just pinch them together. So I'm bringing that in, and memory wire's quite
tough,
tricky customer, so you're just going to
really go for it.
And it's easier actually if you use your pliers once
you get it
okay. Together. Yeah, I might use flat nose pliers. So once you get it to there,
get your dolphins out.
My dolphin pliers are going to make a little noise. And actually, Tom just made a dolphin noise then, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it.
Yeah. Sounded like one anyway. That's more like a cheetah. What was it, like cheetah off Tarzan? And then I'm just going to twist. I'm going to twist around. And then we're in at the point where we can make a loop for those.
Loop de loop.
Oops, they've just come undone. So with all the animal noises, it's distracting me.
Kim's telling me off because I distracted you, and we've got to hurry up, she says.
So I'm just going to...
Sorry, Kim.
I'm going to wind that around there, and then take my round nose pliers, take it back to a right angle, and then just take the... I can't think straight with you and all your stories and everything.
I know, I'm sorry.
And then just wrap that wire around and just take it underneath like that. And then you would trim those wires off, and then you have a perfect loop to attach your earring wire, your little sterling silver earring wire. And then the thing that we're missing from there is we're missing the little soda-like bead suspended from the bottom there. So I need to find the middle point of my earring like that. So I've just put a head pin on the sodalite, and I'm just going to hold it on there and wrap a wire wrap loop around here. So can you see that is
little dangle
there?
Yeah.
From the memory wire, and holding with my round nose pliers, I'm just going to take the head pin around and just wrap it all the way around, and you can do this so easily because it's sterling silver and it's nice and soft, and then just trim it with those pliers to do that.
Snippety nippity.
Oops, sorry, did that hit Tom?
Nice, still got
my
two
wire
eyes.
flying everywhere. And they are in a little teardrop shape at the moment, so if you wanted to make them more round, you just squash your memory wire.
Squid.
And you get more of it's kind of a fatter teardrop.
Oh, I
you
love
can make
that.
it round. And you can make them as big or as small as you want
It's so
to.
pretty.
And then I would trim that wire off and attach my earring wire.
We've got some lapis to show
Oh,
everybody
fantastic.
now.
I love
Because it'll go
lapis.
so well with this
It will,
kit. And
yes,
let's
yeah.
stick to that nautical theme maybe. How gorgeous are those earrings? Lapis lazuli is what I get very excited about, as you very well know.
I love that. So we were talking about goddess-like jewellery, weren't we? And that is just the ultimate in that.
It is, you know, and I love Paloma Picasso's jewellery. Have you ever seen it?
Yes, I love Paloma Picasso. Used to wear a perfume.
Did you? I can't afford her jewellery though.
No.
But I love it. She uses lapis lazuli a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And you know what? I always think, you know, if a designer who probably has access to any gemstone she wants to use in her collections, because she works, of course, for Tiffany & Co. Anybody who has any access to any gemstone, she uses lapis a lot. There's a reason for that. It's a gemstone that gives us this wonderful, deep, rich colour. It's like a midnight sky. And the other day we went out into the garden for the first time this year, and it was a really lovely. It was 2 degrees, so it was warm. I looked up at the sky, and Lee and I were sat there, and it was just such a clear night, and the stars, and it was just the perfect lapis lazuli sky.
Yes, gorgeous. Where it's a lighter blue rather than a really black
Than
sky.
pitch black, yeah. And it's this kind of blue that I was looking at, and it looks like it's a lapis lazuli sky when it's a clear night out there. And I just think lapis is going to add that richness, definitely a goddess style, just like Natalia was saying. And this is a gemstone that was used heavily in the Egyptian times.
Yeah.
And you know, actually it was used in makeup and things like that, because it's a rich colour like turquoise. It looks wonderful with turquoise, doesn't it?
And Mexicans as well, you know, the Aztecs and the Mayans, they love to use lapis lazuli.
Do you love working with it?
I love working with it, and I remember my mum having a lot of jewellery with it when I was
Really?
a child, yeah, because she's Mexican, and so they love lapis.
Really?
Yeah.
How amazing!
I know.
Because I'd never seen lapis before I started working here.
Oh no, I had. You know, my mum had told me all about it.
It's a real Mexican gemstone. I didn't know you're half Mexican.
I am, yes. Estella's a quarter Mexican.
How
We're getting it
fabulous! Do you go
diluted
to
a bit.
Mexico?
But Estella's not been, but I used to live there.
So there we have it. One of the most incredible gemstones, Starry Night Sky. 280 carats of lapis lazuli in the rounds at 10 mil, 100 in the rounds at 6, 205 in the rice beads. They're 8 by 16 millimeters. You've got to have them in your life. They're absolutely beautiful. You're ready on the strand for this, on the phone for this. They're just for 3 strands, £14 and 95 pence. Unbelievable value. This is a great addition to your collection. And Natalia, mixing it with those burnt oranges from the previous kit would be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Any colour that is a dramatic contrast, you know, any kind of red jaspers. I'm thinking yellow as well. How wonderful would citrine look with that?
Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. £14.95 now. We've got to rush over. We spent far too much time chatting and chitting over each and every gemstone. It's now time to have a quick look at your designs in the Wall of Fame. We got to do... Let's have a look at your designs in the fabulous Wall of Fame. I've got number 846. I'm sorry that I have to rush through these. I'm so sorry. That's from Barbara Tong, who says, I always read Barbara's out. I love it. Here's my entry for the Wall of Fame this week. Copper wire beads, Kumahima braiding, all from JM. I think that is absolutely fantastic. So quirky.
Isn't it fun, that
Isn't
design?
it? Now this, you've got something just divine.
Yeah,
This is beautiful.
I have done something similar, but not anywhere near as good as this. This is 847.
Love that.
And this is can.
Yeah.
Can. And this is frosted back agate, rose quartz and coated pyrite with chain. Loving
Beautiful.
that. Absolutely love it.
I think that is just breathtaking. I'm so sorry about that we have to rush. Look at this polymer clay, stunning. 850 is from Louise in Neath in South Wales, and she says, "Hi JM, this is my Wall of Fame entry for this week. It's black sculpey clay, layered in thin pieces, and beautifully. Loving your show and continue learning new techniques every week. Thank you guys. Lots of love from Louise. Louise, it's fantastic. I love that. Number 850.
And then 848, we have, this is from Barbara Evans, and a bit of gizmo work with 1.8 and 1.6 gold wire, red tiger's eye and gold beads. Gorgeous.
Absolutely stunning. I love that. Again, very goddess-like. Number 849, I just love. Love the clasp, love those jump rings, put that in that way, and the rosary I love as well. Gail from Bristol, and she says, here's my entry for the Wall of Fame this week, wirework and dyed quartz bracelets. It's fantastic, isn't it? I've become a dab hander and I'm thrilled with the results. I love learning new techniques and I've learned so much from watching the show, and I've been inspired by all of the talented guest designers. Thank you. Well, you brighten up our day as well, Gail, so it's just fabulous. Thank you so much. Now, we're going to give you some information on the wire workshop. Talk to us, Natalia, about your workshops and how you can get involved in those.
Well, I run workshops here every month, and I do silver clay rings, I do introduction to silver clay, and I also do a metal clay workshop where we fire copper clay. And then finally I do a design masterclass, which is a full day. So I try to run my workshops consecutively. So you do the copper clay workshop and the design masterclass. You could do those consecutively. You could also do the introduction to silver clay and then have the silver clay rings workshop the following day.
We feed you, we take you through the museum. Gemma Crow's got a workshop going on today. It's just a fantastic experience, and you know what? It's as lovely for us as it is for you, because we get to meet you all, and you know, that's fantastic to hear all your jewellery making stories. Now we're going to give you some more information on those workshops. Coming up after the break, I've got for you that Trilliant box, and we are giving you the last ever time to get that deal on your silver clay. So do not move a muscle. The fun continues after this.
Come and learn all about silver clay with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman. This workshop will guide you through the basics of using silver clay, including how to plan your designs, cutting and shaping, firing and polishing. The full course includes 20 grams of art clay, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £109.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Come and join in the fun with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she teaches you the basics of making personalised rings from silver clay. During the course of the day, you will learn how to create your own rings, add texture and decoration, finishing and polishing, and how to add colour to your finished piece. The full course includes use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, the studios, a chance to meet our presenters, and have a chance to visit our gemstone museum. All of this for just $99.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Join Carol this Sunday for a special Gems of Distinction show, featuring new styles of cuts and shapes alongside gems that display outstanding lapidary work. The Custom Cut Show, only on Jewellery Maker.
Hello to our workshop lovelies, the fabulous Gemma Crow, very talented designer in there, getting crafty and creative with the vintage jewellery workshop. If you want to get involved in one of Gemma's workshops, she's got one tomorrow which is fully booked, but you need to ring the call centre and ask for Kirsty and she will put you on the waiting list for the next one. With Natalia's workshops, we just gave you some information on that. Now it's time to get a little bit serious about our jewellery making. If you've been jewellery making for a while and you're ready to think outside of the box. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, how do I take myself from jewellery maker to jeweller? Maybe you're thinking to yourself, how do I push my higher price tags? How do I give my clients and customers the best quality I possibly can? Or perhaps you're thinking that you've bought our silver clay kits that we've had on offer over January, and you're thinking to yourself, I want to set genuine gemstones into here. I want to make something as precious as it can possibly be. I've got yourself one of the most amazing Trilliant box sets for you. We have got for you Fire Opal, Swiss Blue Topaz, Zambian Garnet, Aquamarine, Smoky Quartz, Goshenite, Amethyst, Petalite, Iolite, White Topaz, Hunan Peridot, and the fanfare gemstone. There is Tanzanite in this box. You've got precious gemstones. You've got some of the world's most collectible gemstones, all cut to perfection in single gemstones. If you're a gem collector, if you're a gem enthusiast, if you're somebody that wants to set some of the finest gemstones into your silver work, you need to get this box set. It's a very limited edition. It's for you if you take your jewellery making really seriously. It's for you if you want to buy a gift for somebody else who's incredibly into their gemstones. Something that's beautiful, something that's precious, something that's incredibly, incredibly rare. You've got it all here at Jewellery Maker. There are queues on the phone lines for this already. Think about setting single gemstones into rings. If you want to do that, I've got this ring on right here that Natalia created. Setting a single gemstone into a piece of jewellery is something perhaps you've thought that only jewellers could do. Something that perhaps takes years and years and years of training. Or you could just buy our silver clay kit and get this box set to go with. Unbelievable quality. Look at these huge gemstones. Look at your Tanzanite. Look at your Peridot. You've got Goshenite. You've got Swiss Blue Topaz. This is an opportunity never to be missed. Always remember, you've got a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee with this box set. We were supposed to launch this just a few pennies shy of £50. You've got to appreciate that at that price tag, you're getting an incredible deal. There are 12 individual, beautiful gemstones set into this box set. You need to be on the phones. You need to be on the web. There are 3-minute queues on the phone lines already for this. You're stacking up. I'm going to give you the most incredible price tag, not a couple of pennies shy of £50 tonight. I'm going to give to you an incredible deal. You're not going to believe this. Of £34.95. An opportunity not to miss out. Not Everybody's going to get a hold of these because they are super limited edition. I cannot wait to see your Wall of Fame entries. I cannot wait to see all of that jewellery that you put onto your stand, your craft fairs. I can't wait to see your websites with these incredible gemstones set into solid sterling silver. Oh no, fine silver if you're using silver clay. Set these into beautiful pieces of jewellery. Use them sparingly. They are absolutely incredible. What are you doing? I'm in the middle of something.
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what? Like nothing.
How much are they?
£50. They're $49.95. They're $49.95.
$34.95.
They're $49.95.
Wait, you're like this?
Oh, I thought you were coming to tell me off. What are you doing?
Go even lower.
No.
Take £5 off that price. Everybody's already bought it. I'll speak to the call centre and get it taken now.
Get out. Get yourself on it, distracting me. Right, I thought he was coming to tell me off because he said $49.95 for these. How come, Ed? Why did you tell us that these were $49.95 and then you come in and you're taking them even lower than that price tag? Where's the logic behind that, Edward? He's gone. He's out of here. He's gone. He is a massive melon, yes. You love him. Of course you do. Look what he does. I tell you what Ed is. He's a charmer. That's what he is. He likes to come in here. He wants the fans. That's what he does. He loves it when you Facebook him. He loves it. This is what he's doing. Tomorrow he'll probably be in here topless. Are you ready? PKC. Woo! I95 is your code. Woof. I can't believe the deal that you're getting on this. Look, listen, yesterday Ed gave us this kit to put in today's show, and he said, price point for that it's about $49.95, about 50 quid. Look at what you're getting. £29.95. I'm going to reel off the gemstones that you get for your money. Fire opal. Look at that Swiss blue topaz, and I'm going to read these in order of the gemstones as they are. Your Zambian garnet is rich and fabulous. Of course, you've got so many birth gemstones in here. Aquamarine, smoky quartz, Goshenite you've got there as well. Amethyst, that rich, beautiful purple amethyst there, isn't it? You have got your petalite, your iolite, your white topaz, Hunan peridot, and tanzanite. Tanzanite! Unbelievable! Tanzanite is a precious gemstone. It's 100 times rarer than a diamond. Let's go and see what Gemma Crow and her gorgeous girlies think of this deal. Over to you, Ed, reporting live from our workshop.
The Trillion Cut Showcase. Get on the lines.
Thank you. That was Ed reporting live from our workshop gallery with the fantastic Gemma Crow. Thanks, Ed. Now back to the studio. We have got you this incredible deal, £29.95. I love that. Again, another reason why we need a jumpsuit. Ed McKay reporting live from the workshop. Definitely, we've got to get a jumpsuit. It's no good. We need a jumpsuit, a la Annika Rice. Now I'm going to bring to you the most incredible deal. What a deal this was. Now, if you have got it in a basket, you need to check it out. 3/4 of our entire stock has been allocated. Well done to everybody that's got theirs. Now, I'm going to give to you your fabulous metal clay kit. Now, we're going to start with your copper clay and your bronze clay. Now you're left with pure copper and pure bronze once you fire it up. Now this is the kind of kit that is going to change the way you design. It's going to change your jewellery making entirely. Imagine being able to create something like what you can see on the front. Now, and I mean entirely create it. It's wonderful. It's incredible. And to me, it's exactly where I want to go with my jewellery making. And I'm fascinated by silver clay and bronze clay because you can create something like this. And to me, in my mind, that's exactly what I want to do with my jewellery making. Maybe you want to become more of a jeweller. And I think you are, Natalia, more of a jeweller when you're working with precious metals and setting real gemstones in there. I mean, it's brilliant to be a jewellery maker and a beader. This is for you if you want to become a jeweller, surely.
You are, and you're almost an alchemist, because what you're doing is you're working with something that looks like a ceramic clay, and you're modelling with it, and then when you fire it, you turn it into a precious metal, so all of the little particles bond together and become a piece of solid metal.
This is what actually captivated me about the clay, because I see the words metal clay. We see polymer clay and things like that, and I love polymer clay, but I thought metal clay was just metallic versions, a metallic look in clay. It really isn't, and this is where so many people get very, very confused, and I know I did. The thing that captivated me about metal clay was the fact that when I learned that once you fired it up, you get the residue, you brush it off, you're left with a piece of solid metal, precious metal, and it's pure in its purest form. To me, that's the most fascinating thing about it. Not just that, the way that you can design and work with a genuine precious metal. We got some examples of the jewellery that you can create with your clay, your bronze clay and your copper clay, which I'll show you in just a sec. Now, don't be put off by the word clay. Clay is a descriptive word to let you know that you manipulate this like a putty, like a clay. It's all in the firing up of this incredible clay that turns it into that solid precious metal. And I'm absolutely, you know how I love this. I love it. I'm so passionate about this. Now I'm going to talk you through everything you get in your kit, and I know exactly what most things are for. Of course, Natalia is the expert because I am absolutely fascinated by this. Now, first of all, you're going to lay down your heat-proof mat. You've got that there. Heat-proof mat you can take, now we use this in with the jewel enamel and things like that. It's totally heat-proof and it will protect your surfaces. So it comes with, so you get that with, then you get, I'm just going to take your board for rolling pieces on. Now you get your balm. Now I don't know if I'm doing this right, Natalia. I do it, but it works, so I do it. I rub my balm onto this and it stops it all sticking, but I also put it on my fingers as well.
Yeah, you
and
can
on my
use
roller.
that.
Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Use it in any way, you know, because it's meant to act as a resist, the balm, so it doesn't contaminate the clay in any way, but it stops the clay from sticking to everything, including your fingers. And what you're unwrapping there now is it's actually known as a snake roller, so it's a piece of perspex, so you can roll beads with that, you can roll ropes of clay, but you can also roll out onto there if you wanted to.
I roll onto there, but I also you can cut straight edges with it. So there's your balm. Great as a lip balm as well. It's totally natural, the ingredients.
Yeah.
It smells incredible. So you get your balm there as well. Now, you get your roller. So you roll out. Now you get a pack of cards. Why do you get a pack of cards? I'll tell you, my little jewellery making beauties. Because if you want to put, I'd have to undo them all, but let's pretend they're undone. So you put 3 cards on one side, and you put, so come and have a look, 3 cards on one side, and you put 3 cards on the other. 3 cards on one side, 3 cards on the other. Then you take your roller. Now, if you can imagine those cards being there and my clay is here, because of the thickness of the cards will be exactly the same, I can roll that to a completely even thickness, which is quite clever, isn't it? Just pack of playing cards. You can play rummy afterwards if you want. That's fine. That's fine. Now, what you would then do is start to detail your pieces. You've got your carving tool to do that. You can put patterns in. You can use your Lisa Parvalka stamps. Then what we're going to do, now you get your water pen. If at any time your clay dries out, and it will go for quite a while without drying out, but if you are using your really intricate, you can just put a little bit of water in that and give it a little bit of a dab, and it just helps it manipulate, or if you go wrong or you don't like something, you can just get it a little bit wet and go over it. Now we're going to fire it up. Now we're going to fire it up until it's salmon pink.
If that's copper,
it's a copper clay. I've only done the silver.
Yeah, you need to make sure you dry it out completely bone dry. So take a couple of hours if you speed drying out, 24 hours if you're allowing it to dry.
Oh, because you don't have to do that with the silver clay, do you?
Yes, you do. Yeah, you need to always dry the clay because otherwise it will explode. Yes, and once it's dry, you fire it, and you use the torch to do that. So you put it on top of the fire brick that comes in a kit. You need to put some gas in your torch. Does this come with this kit? Yes.
Because it doesn't come with the silver. Oh my gosh, you get this with the kit.
You get that with the metal clay, which is why the metal clay kit is such fantastic value, because you've got a jeweller's torch and you've got a firing brick as well.
So you put I haven't used a firing brick, I'm going to be honest with you, I've used gauze on the top of my gas hob.
Okay, so you can't do that with the copper and bronze clay. You have to fire with a torch, which is why we included the torch in the kit.
Fab, okay. So you get the torch and the block. So you put your finished piece onto the clay. Now, what colour do you fire this at? Is it salmon pink like the silver?
If you look at the barrel of the torch, that is the colour you need. You need it to be bright red. So you're glowing bright red. Even if it goes orange, that's okay too, but the brighter the better, because you want particles to melt together.
For about 12 minutes?
Yes. Yeah.
Approximately 12 minutes, and then you leave it to cool?
No, you would quench it straight in water.
You put it straight in water?
Take the piece straight in water, because if you leave it to cool, what happens is the action of the oxygen on the warm metal makes it oxidise, so you get this crust.
Yeah.
So you need to put it straight in the water to cool it down instantly to stop it from getting fire scale on there, otherwise it's quite hard to get off.
Now, do you use the pickling powder before you use the brush?
Absolutely. So you mix the pickling, you just put 1 tablespoon in about 8 fluid ounces of hot water in a glass or a metal container. Put your pieces of fired copper or bronze clay into that container with the pickling and the water, and that's a fruit acid, and what it will do is it'll get rid of any fire scale that was on there. So leave that in for about half an hour, and then
comes out really nice and shiny, doesn't it?
Well, once you brush, yeah.
So then you give it a brush with the wire brush, and it comes out mega shiny. Mega shiny. The only way I can describe it is C-3PO after a hot oil bath. You know, when he comes out and he's mega shiny. Now, so you get all of this. Now, what I need to tell you is, of course, you get both your bronze clay and you get your copper clay. A ring, the average ring on Gems TV is about 4 or 5 grams of metal. You've got 100 grams of metal in each. This is going to go such a long way. You're going to be able to create pieces of jewellery like this. Look at the unbelievable. Did you do this, Natalia?
Yes, I did.
You're amazing.
Some rings that I did on a show.
You're an amazing woman. Look at that. Unbelievable. Aren't you hooked? Don't you want to do this right now? Isn't it fantastic? It's like you can create like a jeweller. I mean, can you imagine how many hours you're going to lose doing this? You're just going to be like, wow. You know how you sit on the computer sometimes and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been here for 2 hours. I reckon we could lose days doing this. It'd be brilliant. How therapeutic is this? And afterwards, you're left with jewellery that you can sell. It's amazing. £49.95. I am very passionate about these kits because I think you create something that is just, to me, it's mind-blowing that I could actually do this. That's what blows my mind. It comes with the instruction booklet. Because I know I'm a girl of limited talents. I know that. But to know that I could do this. By the way, you get the tweezers, you get the buffing tools in here as well, and you get that balm. You get 200 grams of precious metal clay. It's incredible. I've got to let you know, Hannah Roxbury did make a major point of telling me that I must let you know this is the last 2 days of your offer, and then it will go back up. So if you've been thinking, I'll wait, it's not going to keep happening. By the end of this week, there's no way you're going to get this price tag anymore. $49.95. By the way, can I just say, your little case it comes in, you know how when you display jewellery and you go to those jewellery fairs and there's those really precious pieces, that's a glass cabinet to put your pieces in afterwards. How fab is that? How much do you want this kit? We need it. We love it. I love it. You get the, by the way, again, you get the torch and the firing block. This is insanity. How much would that in a craft shop? I keep going in that craft shop. I don't reckon you get that for under 20 quid. I don't. I think this is amazing. The value is incredible. If you buy anything for value today, it's got to be that, hasn't it? Now, I've also got, looks like that one's going to sell out soon as well, so you've got to be quick. Your silver clay. So everything the same, apart from the fact that you get gauze. So if you haven't got the torch, you can do this over the top of your own gas hob. So you get the gauze in there to do it. Now, I've done this and I love it. I'm going to show you what you can create. Hannah's been wearing these all day. I've been wearing, I love them. They're amazing, aren't they? Now, you'd pay at least 40 quid for one of those, wouldn't you? Big, thick, solid silver ring. Love it. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. So we've got our silver clay. So the gauze is the different thing in here. And also, let me just show you what you can create. I've been wearing all day this fabulous ring. And if you want, Natalia's got her own DVD, which is on our website, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. And she is fabulous. It's the only DVD that is specifically for this kind of technique that you can buy. Have a look at what you can create. And believe me, you can actually create this. Please book in for Natalia's workshop. It's going to be the most incredible day, honestly. Now, now this is the interesting thing. You know how a solid sterling silver ring would be nice? Do you know what would be even nicer? If you love silver, a fine silver ring. Because fine silver is the purest form of silver that you can get in jewellery. Do you know what you're left with when you work with silver clay? 99.9% fine silver. It's the purest silver you can get. You've got 7 grams. What's the average ring, do you reckon, gram-wise? I know these chunky ones are going to be more, but on Gems TV, 3-4 grams of solid sterling silver.
Easily about 3 grams.
So if you want to make a big chunky one like this, there isn't there for one big chunky ring like this?
Not with 7 grams. I would say 10 to 15 grams.
So what could you make out of 7 grams?
Oh, you could easily make a pendant. You could
make a ring that's less chunky though, couldn't you?
Yes, you can make a smaller ring, a flat band ring, yeah.
Wouldn't it be lovely to make your own wedding ring?
Oh, you know, a lot of people do that. A lot of people come in and they make their own engagement rings, friendship rings.
How amazing. Can you imagine if somebody made, that would be so special. Unbelievable. 7 grams of solid sterling. No, fine silver, better than solid sterling, because I'm used to saying so. Look at this price tag. $34.95.
It is an amazing, amazing value, that kit. I've priced those individual components up at about £70 myself.
£70 worth. Now, you know what? You'd sell your first ring that you made for $34.95 being fine silver. And you know what? You can go and get your own hallmark if you want. You can go and register, have your own hallmark. Natalia's done that. Now we're talking about silver here. This is an incredible opportunity for you to become a jeweller, I think. Now, if you're looking at this and thinking, I can't do that, where do I start? Of course you can. I can do it. You know, like I said, I'm a girl of limited talents. I'm famous for being particularly stupid. I can do it. I can do it. If somebody wakes up in the morning and trips over their own feet when they get out of bed, that's me. That is me. That's the kind of person I am. Like, you know, I've done so many clumsy, embarrassing things, but I can do this. You can do it too. £34.95. It's going to be the last time you can get this offer, so you need to grab it now. Now, like I was saying, if you're sat there and you're thinking, I can't do this, yes, you can, but to help you along the way, we've got an array of fabulous DVDs. You can get the basics one, which is £4.95, or you can really go to town and grab Natalia's DVD, which really is fabulous. You get uninterrupted Natalia time. She's our resident expert. How much is the DVD? $14.95, and it's a specialised expert DVD. It's the only one you can get hold of in this country that is specifically for this kind of technique, and it shows you how to really go to town with this. Now, I've got to move on because these are limited. And what am I going to, sorry? Cardboard box. This is, oh, I love your packaging by Natalia. This is your template kit. Can I go over to Natalia so we can talk a little bit about this? Because I'm going to show it you first and then I can. Because I think that's important. I have seen you use these before, Natalia, on one of our shows. Yeah. And there's a reason that you've given the cutouts as well, which we'll talk about in just a sec. Now, if you've bought your kits, then you need this by Natalia. Her own specific kit. you get your stamps. So you've got your animal print. You've got 2 on here, haven't you? And your leopard print, there you go, you can see it on the back. I'm going to go over and explain to you with Natalia. I'm going to give you a price tag, and we're going to get over to Natalia and show you. I love that, by Natalia. How cute is that? And you get your tool. Your Lacron tool. It looks like something I'm scared of, which we're going to talk to you about in a minute. So we're going to go, try us out. We're going to give you a fantastic, let's go now, because I don't want to give you something I don't know a lot about. I want somebody to tell you what you're buying, so let's go. I mean, I've seen you use these and I know what the stamps do, but talk to us in your expertly manner.
There's actually something missing from here. We've got a clay pick as well. But,
there's a clay pick?
Yeah, there's a wooden handled pick, but I'll describe that to you. But yeah, you know, you were talking about rolling the clay out, using the playing cards and everything. And so if you want a plain surface, then that's fine. But if you want to add a bit of texture, if you want to add a pattern to it, then I've created these textures especially for you, because I was looking for animal prints because they're so hot right now. Well, they're always hot, aren't they? I love them. And I wanted a zebra print pattern on my silver and on my copper and bronze clay. I wanted a cheetah print. I couldn't find them, so I designed my own. And when in designing your own products, it means that, you know, you've got in mind what you can and can't do with clays. And I wanted to be able to
These are brand specific then, really,
yeah, definitely. And I wanted the rubber to be a certain thickness so that I would be able to use them with polymer clay, that I'd be able to put them through the clay roller at the same time.
Can you put silver clay through the clay roller or not?
You can, but you don't really need to because it's so soft.
Okay.
And so that's what they look like. You know, normally you get rubber stamps and they're this grey rubber, and I had them done especially in this more expensive red rubber because it's easier to press into the clays. So I've really thought about it.
Can I ask you a really silly question? How does, you know, like you're pressing down on these, and this may be the stupidest thing I've ever said. How do we stop it from all sticking into the grooves?
The clay balm.
You put the clay balm on there?
Onto the rubber, because the rubber will stick to the clay. And so what you can do is you can also get a cosmetic sponge and put a little bit of olive oil on it and just rub that over. Or just a sponge from under the sink. I just cut the back of my sponge scourer.
And just give it a little, just so it doesn't stick. And you just press it down, do you? And then do you peel off the silver or do you peel off the stamp?
Peel off the stamp. And I use my fingers, I don't use rubber. I just use my hands just
to press it down.
You can feel it, you can feel the impressions. If you hold on to one edge of the stamp and just lift up gently, you can see whether you're getting a good enough impression. If you haven't, then you can just put it back down and press again.
A little bit like when you do a fake tattoo.
I don't know about that. But
you haven't got a boy, that's why.
Yeah, so probably something like that, yeah.
Now the shapes, let's talk about those.
Yes, I wanted to make this kind of Art Deco style jewellery, and it's great with clays because you can cut out whatever shape you like, you're not restricted. But I found it really hard to get the perfect triangle shape. I found it really hard to find cutters that were oval shapes, and so I thought I'm going to create my own template. And then I wanted it to be a little bit flexible because, you know, I wanted to be able to press it into the clay.
Oh, yes.
And I wanted it in my colours, which was the red. And I wanted different shapes and sizes because sometimes you roll your silver clay out and you don't quite have enough. So you go down to the next size that will be the right size.
Oh, brilliant.
For you.
Okay, I get it.
And then you can either press the template into the clay, take the template away and cut around it using the cutting tool that you've got here, or you can leave the template on top of the clay and cut whilst the template's in place. So you can do that.
Now why? I remember you telling me there is a special reason why you've kept the cutouts, because you said nobody does this and you need them. Why would you need the cutouts?
Well, because with the jewel enamels and we've got the resin now, we've got gem art, I wanted to be able to create a little well in the clay to be able to pour resin. You know, once the clay is fired, I wanted, so say we have a triangle shape, but maybe I wanted to put gem art in the centre, so I'd need to have a little well in there. So I can take one of my small triangles and I can press it into the centre of a triangle of clay, and that creates this little reservoir. So
when
when
just
it's
pull
fired,
it out and it's
oh,
perfect.
You can also draw around them. So when you're designing something, you can design it on paper first, and then see whether you like the look of it. And then you can just do it straight into the clay.
How fantastic. Now you also get two tools. You get your Lacron tool and you get a clay pick. Now we're going to get your price tag on for you as soon as we can because you're already on the phone lines waiting for it. It's £26.95. So you get the Walk on the Wild Side texture stamps in that special, more expensive red rubber, which there's a reason for using that red rubber. It gives you a much better look, and it gives you, why do you use the red rubber?
Because it's a better flexibility to using with all the clays. You can also use it for rubber stamping onto shrink plastic and card making.
So the red rubber is more expensive for a reason when Natalia included it. You've got your clay pick, your shape template tool and your clay cutting tool, all for £26.95. A perfect addition if you bought the silver or the copper kit. Do not move a muscle, because I'm going to now bring to you that Imperial Topaz. We're going to go back on over. Am I going back on over or am I staying here? Let's go back on over. Can't wait for that. Thank you so much. You need to be on the phone lines right now, very limited. Yet last night we launched this gemstone for the first ever time, and today I'm going to give you the next strand. Now, every single strand we only had a few. Last night was the first time we saw this incredible gemstone here at Jewellery Maker. Right now is the time that you need to be on the phone lines, because this gemstone we don't see often, and this gemstone as a gemstone that can be extremely expensive. It's also a gemstone that, you know, you go and try and find in an everyday jeweller's and you won't find it. And if you do, it'll be quite expensive. Imperial Topaz gives you those wonderful golden tones. You've got excellent clarity in this strand, but remember, we are super limited. November's birth gemstone. We've only ever had a few strands of topaz. This is Imperial Topaz, some of the finest topaz your money can buy. They are cut right at the tip, top drilled for you to put in your bridal jewellery. For you to put in that special pair of earrings, for you to cluster in something exquisite. Put an expensive price tag on it, because your customers will be suspicious if you don't. There are already 20 of you on the phone lines for this. I know there are lots of people shopping online today. Please make sure you don't miss out, because if you do, you won't be able to create that special fine piece of jewellery with Imperial Topaz, an 18cm strand of absolute heartbreaking luxury. When you get this in your collection, you'll look at it and you'll realise what a special strand it is that you've just bought. Remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. These are ever so slightly graduated teardrops of an incredible gemstone. Maybe somebody's asked you, it's also called golden topaz. Imperial Topaz is just one of the most beautiful, subtle golden gemstones. You see that really subtle, almost cashmere soft golden tone, can't you? Now, Natalia, Imperial Topaz, have you ever been able to get hold of this gemstone before?
I have not, no. I've been really looking forward to you launching this, because it's not something that I've worked with.
We only have, I think, 4 strands in total that came through. This is the second one, but every single strand we've got less than 100 of, so not everybody is going to get to work with these. I think if you're really serious about jewellery making and gem collecting, this is a strand you've got to have in your collection. I think if you've decided that actually for the new year, for the spring and the summer, you want those certain price tags. You love making jewellery, and you love giving your customers great value, but now it's time to maybe do that extra special commission. It might be a special birthday present. Like I said, these tiaras, fascinators, perfect for bridal jewellery. They are extra special. Gems of distinction, Imperial Topaz, an exquisite strand. There are so many of you on the phone lines, we're going to have to go straight in there with your price tag. Pardon? What did you just say you were doing these for? Be serious, Kim. Are you serious? 59. Can I just say you're going to make, I think, you're going to make a major profit with this strand. I would buy Imperial Topaz earrings for 40, 50 quid. I know that I'll tell you a story that I told yesterday. My cousin Sarah, when I first started working at Gems TV, rang me and said, listen, one of my good friends has lost an Imperial Topaz piece of jewellery that was really special to her. Can you please get me some Imperial Topaz for me to give to her for her birthday? Couldn't get it. I could not get it. And I directed Sarah to some other websites where I found this really expensive, and she didn't manage to get it for her because it was mega expensive. $15.95. We're down to the last 30 of these. You're snapping these up. Please remember, I can't believe that price tag. 50, I'd buy 2. There is no way that I can promise you this strand ever again. There is no way I even thought that we'd have the opportunity to give to you genuine Imperial Topaz. Is gone, limited. You need to make sure you're checking out baskets because this baby is about to sell out. If you want something that's going to twinkle and sparkle, this is it. Because you've got the most incredibly soft colour, because you've got November's birthstone, because this is a limited edition Gems of Distinction strand, you need to make sure you're checking out baskets because we are now down to approaching single figures. 0800 644 655 on the phone lines if you want to get this online. It's jewellerymaker.com. I know a lot of you have been missing out in today's show with lots of items that have sold out. Kim's had quite a few Facebook messages. If you don't check baskets out, we cannot guarantee. You've got to make sure you grab a hold of this super quick. We've got chainmail coming up very shortly for you. We've got some incredible strands. We've got a manager's special. Star cut. What's that for? Oh, we're doing it now. Okay, all right. Let's do it now. Well done to everybody. How many have we got left now? We're in the teens. We're approaching single figures. It looks like in the live show that might sell out. Now let's have a look at this gorgeous star cut. Clear quartz, and down to the last 9 of the Imperial Topaz. Do you know what? We have got some text messages to read out. We'll do that in a bit. Have a look. Did I say that randomly? Sorry. Look at that spot. Oh, you're already on the phone lines for this. Star cut. Cut like the citrine. We hardly ever, we've had 2 strands of star cut in one show. Aren't they fab? Star cut. Now I would, again, I know I talk quite a lot about tiaras and fascinators. When we get the really pretty delicate gemstones, I think it's probably one of the most obvious things to do, isn't it? A tiara or a fascinator. I think if you've got something that sparkles, you could put something like this. This is probably one of the best gemstones in terms of versatility, because if you put it next to any gemstone, it will never take away from the power of that gemstone. It will always add sparkle. You will always have clarity. So if you want to work with coloured beading thread or beading wire, perfect. But it twinkles. What about putting this in a tiara or a fascinator? And they're star cut. I would do the classic rosary. I know I say it all the time, but I'd do it in gold. I think that would be really summery. And again, it would be lariat rosary for me. Definitely earrings. I'm obsessed, I know. Earrings I would make out of these. Can you imagine if I ever had a trade stand? It would just be lariats. It would be rosary style and shoulder duster earrings. That's what, it would be draped in dangly things. We must all be draped in dangly things. Now have a look at what you've got. PBG P61 is your item code. It really is absolutely luscious to have your company here today. I reckon Gemma Crow would like to get her hands on this. I definitely reckon our Natalia would like to get her hands on this. What about this star cut clear quartz, Natalia? It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Quartz is my favourite gemstone of all.
It is?
I do. I adore it in all its forms. And that
I know you love grey, don't you?
Yeah,
Grey quartz.
But
what is it about clear quartz?
Because it has that diamond-like quality, has that sophistication, that breakfast at Tiffany's. You know, that I think of all the old movie stars, and I just think of them wearing things like this, and I think that would be the perfect birthday present for me. My birthday's coming up in June, you know, early birthday present.
Mother's Day present as well.
Yes, Mother's Day present. In fact, any present.
Are you listening, Estella? She's not listening, she said. She's not.
Estella can afford it.
Estella can. But these kids are richer than us. What is that about?
They are so rich.
Unbelievable. My child's got a job mucking out stables.
Oh, has she?
Yeah, she's earning £10 a day. That's 70 quid a week, by the way.
She used to take you out and treat you.
She does. She keeps. Do you know where she hides it? In her socks. I shouldn't say that because she might. No, she doesn't. 100. It's too late now, Jenny. Brilliant. Nice work. Sorry, Mia. If anyone tries to get her money, I'll. We're going to give you a fantastic price tag. £9.95 is your price tag for this cut, which takes such skill. Can you imagine the twinkles and the sparkles? They're just incredible. It's so lovely to have your company today. Little cute, 1 minute long on the phone lines. Come shopping with us online. Get your kids involved in jewellery making as well. I know it's half term at the moment and maybe you're wrestling with the ironing and the children are running around your feet and it's a nice day and you want to get out there but you're desperate to jewellery make. Get them involved as well. I know my children love it and Estella loves it too. £9.95 for this gorgeous sparkly twinkly strand, 125 carats of clear quartz. Now I've got for you your chainmail bundle. Oh, are these rose gold? Mine are. Rose golden. Do you know, I had Debbie Bolford on the show on Sunday and she told me that if you're using genuine precious metals, still if you're using plated, plated copper, you can still charge about 60 to 80 pounds. But if you're using silver and gold, she reckoned about 180 quid, Natalia, you could charge for one chainmail bracelet.
I can believe it because the amount of hours and effort that goes into it. And it's not just, the amount of materials and time you spend on that particular thing, but it's all the learning that you do, to create these wonderful techniques.
And you've got to add that to your price tag. Think about it, because chainmail is something that's going to take you time. It's not doing a stretchy bracelet, a couple of minutes, job done. This is something you're going to sit down and it's rhythmic, like knitting. You have to get into the rhythm of it. And just like knitting a scarf is going to take you a good week. This could, if you just do half an hour a day, it could be that to do a necklace would take you the same time. So if you're super speedy at knitting, some people can just knit a scarf in a couple of hours. And that'll probably be you. For me, chainmail is something I like to sit down and take time over. You can make chainmail rings. It's not just about the bracelets; they are probably the most popular. But you can make all of that gorgeous chainmail jewelry. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, where do I start with that? Don't just give me the jump rings. I'm not gonna. You've got the step-by-step tutorial DVD, and you will learn and stop and start along with Debbie Bolford, who is an absolute goddess here with us at Jewellery Maker. I love that lady. Now, you've got that chainmail DVD. It's over an hour long, uninterrupted Debbie Bolford time to create your chainmail. Now you also get rose gold jump rings. Now these jump rings are great because they're saw cut, which means when you put them back together they slot nicely. And so you're going to create the perfect finish because they've been saw cut. You've got 50 of them. So you can make yourself a pair of earrings, 50 of them. They're rose gold. Are you ready to try us out for the first time? Of course, you can make your own jump rings out of your wire if you want to as well. We're going to give you a little bit of a cheeky deal on this one. WJG C60. The DVD on its own is £4.95. Then you've got rose gold on solid sterling silver. You've got 50 of them. So what do you reckon? If you had 50 pieces of rose gold and solid sterling silver, they should be about, what, £8.95? Minimum. So why are we doing 50 jump rings and the DVD for £7.95? That's £3 for the jump rings, which is incredible. Is that right? Yes, it is. £3 for the jump rings. I have to question myself when I work things out myself. 0800, I'm certainly not ever trusting that little malfunction calculator in there that's Kim. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling, or the www.jewellerymaker.com if you're shopping with us online today. We love having your company. It's super fantastic to hear from you. We have got some text messages to read out, which we'll read for you in just a sec. We got one that we can read out. Who's the other one from that made me laugh out loud? Bit cheeky, so we can't have it, but thanks. You know who you are, you cheeky mug. Did make me laugh. Thank you. Tracy. Love you, Tracy. It was funny. Can't read it out, but it was funny. £7.95. Who says, can we say hi to her? Tracy, your Westies. Westies? If I knew what their name was, I'd give them a little call. Hello, I don't love those dogs. Oh, we had a Westie called Hollywood. She wasn't mine, she was my auntie's, but my auntie and my mum lived together, so, Aww. Right, so we're going to give you your 2-strand pack. We'll read the other text message in a sec. So we've got... Oh, it's on this side. Oh, yes, I love this. I thought that this was for a special premiere tomorrow. Is it not? Oh, look at this. We're super busy. Oh, Moon River. Oh, I was upstairs when we named this, wasn't I? Oh, I love that song. We're just talking about breakfast at Tiffany's. Have a look at the moonstone. Can I take this off individually? Because look at the quality of this. Again, bridal fascinates and tiaras. Kim, can I have an update on that topaz, please? Sorry. Who do I think I am? Kim, can I have an update on the topaz, please? It's gone and sold out. I'm so sorry. If you're ringing for the Imperial... So the reason I ask is because I've seen there is a 3-minute queue on the phone lines, and I thought, I bet they're ringing for that topaz. I'm so sorry. It's now gone and sold out. I'm really, really sorry about that. Well done to everyone that did get theirs. Have a look. Have a look at this moonstone. These are really beautiful shapes. What would we call these? So they're like teardrops, but they're cabochons. Like, what are we calling them? I love them. Well, they're not nuggets now, are they? Don't worry. It won't be forever. Look at that. Do you know, I've never seen rounds like this in Powshell. Look, the coins. I've seen little ones. Look at the size of these. They're fab. That's a ring. I want to put one of those in a ring. I love those big. Do you remember on our sister channel we had the Bijoux de Mer collection? Big pieces of Powshell like that in a ring. Oh, I loved it. And you know, like Natalia's rings, there'd be a big halo of silver across it. That would be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
Would, yeah.
Oh, if you bought the silver clay. Now, have you seen these? Look at the size of them.
I know, they're amazing, aren't they?
What would you do with those, Natalia?
Oh, do you know? I'm thinking a bracelet because it looks so lovely on your wrist there. I'm thinking earrings would be amazing, dangling.
They're really lightweight, actually, these as well, aren't they? So you could.
They? A really stunning necklace that would make, wouldn't it? Puts it with some black onyx.
Black onyx would look amazing with this, and they're double-sided as well.
Yes.
I love that idea. And don't forget that quality moonstone. June's birthstone. I think these are just stunning together. I love that Moon River. That's a really descriptive name for such a beautiful collection. The item code that you need, ENGC31. We're going to give you a wonderful deal. It is, again, limited stock. I don't know why we just haven't got lots of stock at the moment. It's something to do with the Chinese New Year, apparently. Are you ready for the two? You should be paying £18, a couple of pennies shy of £18 for the two together. But we're going to give you a wonderful deal. You'll pay, this is ridiculous, £12.95. I'd pay that for the strand of moonstone alone, such as the excellence of the quality, wouldn't you? It really is. You can see that hue, that iridescence. Now, there's such a big play of myth and legend behind moonstone. And to me, it's one of those magical gemstones, 70 carats. They're 6x2 all the way up to 10 by 5 millimeters. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to give you, we had a brilliant deal on our large toolkit and the rest. But it was a bit of a crazy. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise you were going to come to me then. Now, it's a bit of a crazy, a bit of a confusing deal, actually, Kim, if you don't mind me saying. Now, you can actually buy this kit individually at a great price tag of $15.95. You can still get that right now. If you use our original code, it's $15.95. Get 10 tools, and these are the tools that you need if you're a jewellery maker beginner, or if you know if you need to replenish your kit, if you're an experienced jewellery maker and you just think, you know what, every year or so, because these do last a long time. Replenish your kit, or you're thinking to yourself right now, I'm going to start jewellery making and I'm going to do it as a business. I want to be able to be on the go. I want to be at jewellery parties. I want to be on my craft stores. Have a toolkit handy. Have the special one that you take with you in the car, so it's always with you. Have the one that you keep at home for when you're working, sat at home. Now you get this for $15.95 on its own. Let me walk, but you're not going to get that price tag today. It's going to be cheaper than that, and you're going to get something for free. Let me walk you through exactly what you've got within your kit. Your round nose pliers, which are great for creating your eye loops. So in eye pins, eye loops, starting off a swirl if you're doing wire work. There's loads of other functions to this. If you want to make your own jump rings, you can do it with that. Then you've got your crimping tool. Your crimping tool is obviously for crimping off your crimping bead. You've got your square flat nose pliers. You've got your bead measurer. You've got your snips. You've got your scoop and your tweezers. You've got your reamer tool with your rasping tools, your cone shapes, your really skinny ones and your flat. In there, they go in the end and you screw it. Now, you've also got your regular bead reamer, your dolphin-nosed or chain-nosed flat pliers, and you've got your nips. So I've seen these for about $8.95 a tool. I say about, that's how much I was seeing individual tools for in a big chain craft store. Now don't forget, and this is important, this comes in a nice handy zip-up pouch, which makes it super mobile because, you know, if everything is neat and tidy, you're ready to go. Now you've also got, for free, the tool rest. Now you can pay $15.95 for this toolkit if you want to, individually, without the free gift, or you can pay $14.95 and get the free gift. This is what I mean by it's confusing, right? It's amazing. $14.95. Don't forget you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything. And if this is your first ever purchase with us here at Jewellery Maker, welcome to the Jewellery Maker family. That's the tool rest there in action, and resting in action, because that makes sense, doesn't it? £14.95 gets you not only a kit if you're buying for the first time, but you also get a step-by-step DVD showing you all the basics of starting jewellery making. It also gets you to grips with the terminologies as well, because I know it's like a foreign language, a jump ring and a jig and a gizmo. Who knew? Who knew? I didn't even know what stretchy meant. You know, who knew what these words meant before you got jewellery making? It's all in there. You get a book as well. And on subscription, we'll send you for free every month the Gem Hub magazine. Who gets free anything these days anyway? It's great, isn't it? Let's go on over to Lady Gorgeousness, our Natalia, and have a look at the challenge today. Now, we challenged Natalia this morning with the blacks and the whites. We had the black and white agates and we had the snowflake obsidian. We also gave Natalia those wonderful silver spacer beads with the little holes in them. I liken them to, if you've got a boy, you know, the Meccano, that's what they remind me of.
Like mini Meccano, micro Meccano.
Yeah, find that all over the floor at my house.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. That is fantastic.
I wanted to show how you could just use a couple of beads and then you wire, because you'll all have loads of wire from the kits that you bought. And these are the spacer beads that come in all the kits as well.
Oh,
you know, the little
oh my gosh, is that what they are?
Yes, they are. I just have
they look amazing.
Those left over.
That must have taken you ages. Well, it can't have, because you've been here doing it.
Well, it did take me ages. It was very therapeutic. Of wire, but I enjoyed
That's
it.
why she's been quiet today,
yes,
everybody.
I know. I was
I
having my head down
think
today.
she's been concentrating.
Deep in concentration.
Love these shoulder duster earrings.
Yeah, you like your dangly earrings, so I did some of those. Especially, they're Jenny-inspired earrings.
Now, what am I going to do? Because I'm trying to steal the. I'm going to just take them. If
you
that's
need
all
to
right.
grow some more ears, don't you?
Yeah, I do. That's right, because I don't like doubling up.
No,
I did that stupid thing when you were a teenager with a piercing gun, you know, it all the way up. Oh, just to annoy my mum.
My mum wouldn't let me, so I'm glad
I did it to annoy my mum, I think, yeah. This will get you back for wearing Mohicans and picking me up from primary school. She didn't bat an eyelid, though.
No,
not an eyelid.
It's like you should have been normal and really boring, and that would have
been terrible.
Her.
Yeah, it would have. Have a look at what else you've got. I love the, oh, this is how you've used the spacer bars. Yeah. Can I grab this and bring it over here? Is that all right? Thank you. Look at this. So those are
a different way of working with them.
It's the perfect way of working with them. Look, look.
And it helps them sit really straight, which is quite an interesting thing, because sometimes I've used eye pens and sometimes my design goes a bit wonky. So I like those for that.
Keeps the structure, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I think that's a fabulous, fabulous way of using. I'm definitely going to wear these earrings. I'm going to wear these on the Late Show tonight.
Ah, good. Well, I'll be watching. I'll just make sure that you are.
If I'm not wearing them, it's because Claire's taken them off me.
If you're not watching, I'll ring in. And say,
and tell Claire off, yeah. Why can't you have a look at the matching earrings? You've made loads. Is this bracelet memory wire?
Yeah, memory wire.
Let's try that on. Oh, I love it.
But I love memory wire bracelets because they just feel so lovely, and because those rounds are so smooth, they just sit so beautifully on your skin.
I like the way you just snap them on and go.
Exactly.
It's for girls on the go.
No messing.
No messing at all. The Drama Queen bundle. I don't know who inspired the name Drama Queen.
I think it was.
I was sat next to Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. She knew you and I were in, and
Yeah.
the first thing that came, Drama Queens.
Divas.
Is this a choker? If it is, I can wear it on my microphone.
Goes on.
I love trying Natalia's jewellery on. Just like try it all on. Now you could sort of go,
Yeah, you can just manipulate
love
however
that.
you want it.
how wicked is that?
Yeah, it looks good on you. It needs a little bit of tweaking, but
Yeah, but that's the thing that you do with the wire. You just push it in, don't you? There you go. I love that.
you need to get Lee to take you out wearing that.
I do, don't I? I'll tell him when I get home. And Natalia said, you've got to take me out.
Yeah.
He wouldn't argue. He wouldn't argue. He's a good one. £21 and 95 pence for, don't forget, hello Ed. What are you bringing?
Hello.
We're trying to be...
I was just trying to give you another opportunity to offer this amazing Mother's Day gift.
Thank you, Ed. Well, he came in earlier and really confused me because he told us that it was $49.95 yesterday, and this is your last opportunity to buy it. We've got to go. We've got to go all of a sudden. And we'll see you later.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756, Freesat 807 or Freeview Channel 43. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or Freesat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1p&p. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.